Oh my goodness. Here we are. We are almost at the end of the year. Thank goodness. My name is Matt Smith. I am from Club Passim. You are watching another episode, I guess, of Passim Streams. We are going to be here tonight tributing the songs of Ellis Paul. Tomorrow night we'll have Ellis Paul himself performing for you to close out the new year. Or close out the old year and bring in the new year as he does every year and has for 25 and more years. But tonight we're going to have a bunch of other people play the songs of Ellis Paul. Hopefully well, because he's watching. So let me say a little bit about Club Passim before we get going. Passim is a nonprofit organization. We've been running as a venue in Harvard Square for over 60 years, starting out as the Club 47 back in 1958. But for the last 25 of those years, we've been a nonprofit organization. During usual times, we have shows in the club 7 nights a week. We run a music school. We have outreach programs, a Celtic festival called BCM Fest in January. We give out money through the Iguana Music Fund to New England-based artists every year, over $40,000 a year through that fund. We've taken the entire operation and put it online this year. We closed back on March 12th, back earlier in the spring, and we would have all thought that we'd be back in the room by now, but here we are, and we're still surviving, we're still persisting, and that is the theme of our year-end fund drive now. Passim persists. You can see right here, we are at 95% of our goal. We are almost all the way to our goal. You can help us out by becoming a member of Passim or making a donation. You can become a member at passim.org/support. If you get a new membership to Passim, oh, here it is, I have my props, or upgrade your membership, we're going to send you a Passim face mask. These are very comfortable. They're almost like t-shirt kind of material. They have a place to put a filter in there. They have adjustable ear things. They have the little metal part for your nose. So they're great. They're super comfortable. They're super practical. They're safe. And we will send you one of those if you get a new membership or upgrade your membership. If you make you can also make a donation to tonight's show at passim.org/stream. We've been doing streaming shows nearly every night. And we've taken our music school and we've put that online. Our Celtic Festival is going to be online as well. And we just announced the recipients of the 2020 Iguana Music Fund. So you can find those online at passim.org/iguana. We've given out over $40,000 through that fund this year. And also something that we started back in March when the pandemic came down, we started the Passim Emergency Artist Relief Fund. And through that fund, we have collected and distributed over $147,000 to musicians in need just for their living expenses. So we're able to do this with the help of folks like you. We are so close to our year-end goal. Please make a donation, become a member tonight. Also, we would really appreciate you sharing this stream on whatever page you're watching. If you are on Facebook, just hit the share button, post it all over the place. If you're on YouTube, just click the link, throw it into a tweet, put it on we've got it on the Twitch, we've got it on the Periscope, all the things. Just spread it. I was going to say like a virus, but don't do that. Don't spread it like a virus. Spread it like a thing, like a fine, soft cheese. Spread it like that. We've got an incredible show with so many talented people playing tonight and paying tribute to someone who has meant so much to Passim, so much to the music community. He's been playing at Passim now for over 30 years, closing out the year for over 25 of those. Why don't we bring him on right now?
Hey,
hello,
Matt,
Ellis Paul. Doing great.
It's great to see you, Matt. Thanks for setting this up. This is such a big surprise to me, everybody. And I want to thank Matt and Abbie and Laurie MacAllister here for...
Hey, Laurie. Laurie was a big part in helping get the word out. So big thanks to Laurie.
I love it. I can see friends of mine in the wings, people that are, are my heroes are sitting here. So it's going to be awesome.
Well,
I'm watching you guys.
As most folks know, Ellis would usually do 2 shows tonight and 2 shows tomorrow night. Instead, we've just got one mega long show tomorrow that'll take us through the new year. And there'll be a Zoom hang after that show for folks that want the after party. They can come hang out with us then. Usually, like I said, like Ellis would be doing 2 shows tonight and 2 shows tomorrow. So usually he's completely blown his voice out tonight. And the New Year's folks, they get the crapper of the shows because, it's completely spent by the end of the night tonight. But you're going to be all fresh and ready tomorrow. Yeah, maybe this will be a chance watching other people play your songs. You might, like learn a thing or two of, like how to play them. You might even hear songs that you're like, I don't think I wrote that. I think that might not be right.
It's going to be great to watch, man. And thank you so much for having me, and everybody at Passim. I'm sending love to you guys. What you've done with giving so much money to musicians in need this year is just incredible, Matt. So Abbie and you and Jim and all the gang, a lot to be proud of there.
Well, we're thrilled to be able to do this and to continue on putting on shows like this. Again, folks, remember, make a donation at passim.org/support to get a membership and really help out Passim. Why don't we start things off here? We've got an old friend of the club and of yours to kick things off. Why don't we welcome Dan Navarro to the stage here? Oh, hey, Dan.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, Dan.
It's good to see you. Brother Man, I'm really grateful to be here on your behalf. I'm going to tell some secrets in a little minute. I'm going to say some things to people
maybe I should go and let you folks talk.
That they don't know about. The thing about it is that when it came time to do something for Ellis, I thought, well, why? I mean, all he ever does is prattle on about himself. I did this, I did that. I wrote all these songs for all these artists, and it's just him. Oh, wait, that's me. That's me prattling on. Now, there's one thing I have not quite decided about Ellis Paul. He is either the most humble, talented guy I know, or the most talented, humble guy I know. But the beauty of his music and the depth of his friendship are a constant source of joy for me. The song, I got to pick this song, and I heard him do this song for the first time at a panel we did together on songwriting with Christine Lavin, on songwriting at NERFA. And he got halfway through the first verse, and my jaw dropped, and I went, what really any songwriter, the best compliment another songwriter can pay to a songwriter. I wish I'd written that. And if I don't put the lyrics up, I'm going to blow this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ain't no Jesus, never saved a soul, never walked on water, except for ice and snow. There's a rumor in the choir, I'm the luckiest guy they know. But I ain't no Jesus, never saved a soul. Gonna turn the reverb down just a little. I ain't no Buddha, though I struggle with wrong from right. I ain't no Prince of Peace, I've hit the floor in a good bar fight. I'll ask for forgiveness come Sunday, 'cause I'm asking for trouble Saturday night. I ain't no Buddha, I struggle with wrong from right. Now I can't walk on water, can't part the sea. The only miracle I've seen is you walking down the aisle to me. I can't talk to God, I ain't divine. The only miracle I've seen is you let your heart be mine. I ain't no carpenter, I'm more sailor than saint. I put a hammer on a thumbnail, swear so loud they close heaven's gate. But I built you a 4-post bed, now darling, don't make me wait. Ain't no carpenter more sailor than saint. Now I can't walk on water, can't part a sea. The only miracle I've seen is you walking down that aisle to me. I can't talk to God, I ain't divine. The only miracle I've seen is you let your heart be mine. Now I ain't no savior, I ain't got the words. How do you preach to the masses when you can't even talk to the girl? You get a little courage from holy wine, then dang, your speech gets slurred. I ain't no savior, I ain't got the words. But I can't walk on water, can't part the sea. The only miracle I've seen is you walking down the aisle to me. I can't talk to God, I ain't divine. The only miracle I've seen is you'd let your heart be mine. The only miracle I've seen is you'd let your heart be mine. I love you, brother. All the best.
Wow.
Dan!
Sounded so good. Sounded so good.
Really sounds great on you. I hate you for that.
Well, I'm doing my own stream starting at 5:00 California time, and I'm going to open with that tonight.
Oh, right, man.
I ain't learning it for nothing. It's a beauty. You got me the first time you played it. I love all of your songs. So many of them. I gave, Matt said pick 3. I picked 5, and I didn't know if this one would have already been snatched up, but I was grateful to get it. It's
thank you.
an incredible piece of work, and I swear to God, I wish I'd written it.
Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you, man. Thank you so much.
Love you, brother, and have a great one. And thanks for all you do for Passim, and thanks you do for all of it, for all you do for all of us in the community.
And for everyone that came here just because they like Dan Navarro and they really don't care much about Ellis Paul, Dan's got his own stream happening at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. California.
I'm also doing 7 time zones tomorrow, so stick around here. Stay with, because there's some. I saw a very cool person in the wings earlier, and so this is going to be a really, really good show.
Yeah.
But I love you, brother. I love you, sister. I love you too, brother Matt. And
love you right
thank
back,
you for
Dan.
having me.
Great to see you.
Bye, Dan.
That's Dan Navarro, everybody. Thrilled to have him as part of this. What a great way to start things off. Coming up now, we're going to throw it to a video of someone who plays a lot of our tribute nights and has, I know, been a big fan of Ellis Paul for many years. We've got Rick Allendorf and Annie Kennedy.
You said don't wait up, don't count the minutes. So here I am watching paint fade from the wall. On the TV, planes are dancing to the national anthem, and all the world knows long past last call. Sat through Tarzan, swinging through the jungle, and Godzilla crushing buildings and walls. The light from the TV make it all look so easy, makes this room feel incredibly small. Last call, now I've heard it all. The excuses get weaker as the stories get tall. You step off with the wrong foot, drunk fool at the ball. Well, I'm not up for dancing, I'm up past last call. Last call. Clock keeps on ticking, says fool, go to bed. Why waste the words, they've already been said. But I can't shut my eyes with this face in my head. Tonight I plan on clearing my mind. Lay my head on the arms of the sofa, wait for headlights to roll across these walls. And when your key finds the door, your feet find the floor, they'll be greeted by empty rooms and empty halls. Last call, now I've heard it all. The excuses get weaker as the stories get tall. You step off with the wrong foot, drunk fool at the ball. Well, I'm not up for dancing, I'm up past last call. Last call. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee
Such a beautiful song. Such a beautiful song. That goes way back to stories.
Incredible. Rick, you did a beautiful job of playing that. Thank you both for for killing it. It's just great.
Now that was that's one of the last songs and stories. That's the one that Patty Griffin sings the harmony on that one.
Yeah,
correct?
Patty was singing the harmony. That was it Annie? I'm sorry, or Amy?
Annie.
Yeah, she did a beautiful job. So thank you guys. The effort put on the guitar part especially was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah,
and,
great stuff.
Yeah.
Great
Well
stuff.
done.
Well, why don't we bring on our next performer here? We've got Jon Vezner. Hey, Jon.
All right.
Hi there. There he
One of
is.
my heroes here, Jon Vezner.
I'm sorry. I thought we were doing the songs of Paul Williams.
That's cool.
You might not recognize this one because it's not yours.
I'll get away, my beautiful. Isn't that him?
Oh yeah. This is great. Thanks for asking me. Dan, it was great to see Dan. I was on tour with Dan, and to his point, what can you say about Dan that he hasn't said himself? So.
What a great joke.
Yeah. So, Ellis, I saw you on a thing a couple weeks ago, and I miss you, buddy. We still got to try to work out writing, maybe Zoom. Can you all hear me? Are you there? Can you hear me? Oh, yeah.
We are here and we can hear you.
Okay, good. I couldn't tell. I had a brain fade there. Anyway, I love this song. It's a beautiful song. I just kind of worked it up today, and hopefully I can get through it. So, need to turn this up a little bit. She'll be colorful, reliable. She'll crack a window, bringing light into your day. Her laugh is undeniable, it's illogical. She'll let it fly, it leaves you startled wide awake. You'll be at a loss for a song without a bird, searching for something, anything to say. If she's the woman will shake you with a love that can break you. If you let it on undone, all doubts can be broken. Keep your heart open, the risks are unspoken, but they're worth the run if she's a woman. It's irresistible. It's impossible not to watch her when she walks into a room. She'll be beautiful, it's undisputable. There's a catch within her voice and how she moves. If she returns your gaze, she'll turn you like a phrase. You'll be spinning like a drunk from the light of the moon. If she's a the woman will shake you with a love that will break you. If you let it come on down, all doubts will be broken. Keep your heart open, the risks are unspoken, but they're worth the run if she's a woman. If she's a woman. If she's a woman. come on down. If she's a one, keep your heart broken. The risks are unspoken, but they're worth the run. If she's a one, if she's a one, if she's a one.
Unbelievable, Sean. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
That's a great arrangement.
Oh, thanks.
Really
I was going to
good.
do it in Latin, but I thought I changed my mind into beautiful song, man.
Thank you. I'm proud of that one. I rarely play it because I'm so used to playing it on guitar and with the band arrangement on the record. But on piano, it sounds fantastic.
Well, let's do it at Swananoa next year.
All right, I'm in.
And I'll play the piano, or I'll hire somebody.
All right, we'll
Okay.
do it.
All right. Thanks. Good to
brother.
see you, buddy.
Thanks so much. Yeah.
Yep.
Jon Vezner, that was absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
I'm going to die during this.
So tomorrow's going to be harder
What
than
are you
normal.
doing?
Like you won't blow your voice out from singing. It'll be from crying, right? It'll be different.
Yeah, I just cannot believe how beautiful it's been. So thank you.
Absolutely. Oh, what a treat to put this together. I mean, thanks to Laurie for helping me find people to do this and you know, folks to reach out to. And there's a lot of great folks that love you a lot, Paul. It's really good to see.
Yeah, it's pretty great. I recognize that. So thank you.
Coming on now, we've got bandmates of both of yours. Abbie Gardner, who is with Laurie and Red Molly, and Craig Aiken, who is usually there with us for New Year's Eve and New Year's Eve, are going to take a spin at one of your songs now.
Hey everybody, we are so thrilled to be here celebrating the music of Mr. Ellis Paul. Can you believe it? He's got so many songs. Ellis, you have been an inspiration, a teacher, a colleague, a friend, and we are just so excited for you and this whole night of songs. If I say too much, I'm going to get choked up and start crying. So we're just going to play this song for you, and we love you, man.
Here is Sweet Mistakes by Ellis Paul, going back to the early 2000s, and you can hear it on the Shallow Howe soundtrack.
Pop the cork, a champagne glass, raise to the future, drink to the past. Thank the Lord for the friends he cast in the play he wrote for you. And if you love the girl, man, light up a torch, blaze a trail to her front porch. Kiss her till your lips are scorched, till the rain comes down on you. Bless your sweet mistakes that crumble you down to your knees. They brought you to this place, changing you by degree. When change was just what you needed, what you needed. So if you live your life in a three-piece suit and a cocktail dress, combat boots, pick your path, walk your truth, and the world will come around to you. It's a long ride, I can't tell you why, but there's a place in your pocket where peace can abide. Pull it out, it's a compass, a guide, and it'll put a little soul on you. Bless your sweet mistakes that crumbled you down to your knees. They brought you to this place, changing you by was just what you needed. And in this wild blue world, there is a soul weaving, fine feeling girl. You got to walk in paradise to find a pearl. If you only believe, you'll get what you need. You need it. Conquer your fear and you'll master the game. Life is always and never the same. Use a little faith to light the flame, and I know you'll connect to you. Bless your sweet mistakes that crumbled you down to your knees. They brought you to this place, changing you by grace. When change was just what you needed. Yeah, what you needed. So pop the cork, a champagne glass, race to the future, drank to the past. Thank the Lord for the friends he cast in the play he wrote for you.
Oh, come on.
That was so good.
So good.
All the times
they were
that
all
Craig was creepily staring into the camera was a little weird.
He was so happy.
Think he might have been having a little whistle pig.
So great. He really, what a
So
great
good,
arrangement.
so
Oh,
good.
that
I
was
know.
solid.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, coming up next, we've got someone who has done plenty of shows with you in the past, including around the holidays as well. We've got Adam Ezra here with a video for us.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Hi there. It is good to be with you, hanging out tonight on Ellis Paul night. Ellis has been a wonderful friend and mentor to me over the years. And I think he's not only an incredible songwriter, but just an incredible person. And I'm pretty honored to be a part of this evening with y'all. Thanks for listening. This is one that he and I wrote together. It's called Waiting on a Break. 6 o'clock, the alarm starts ringing, wakes me out of a dream. Stumbled down to the car, scraped the ice to the windows clean. Waiting on a break, chasing down a long tomorrow, waiting on a break. So 8 o'clock, hit the shop, punch the clock, turn the heat on. People come by their hammers, by their nails, build a dream on. Waiting on a break, chasing down a long tomorrow, waiting on a break. Soon crowd calls us out, 1,000 voices shout, the band will kick it out till the dream is over. When we come off the stage, they'll have to carry us away on a fanfare parade till the dream is over. 6 o'clock, close the shop, punch the clock, turn the lights down low. 6-string waiting in a corner, plug it in, just let it go. Waiting on a break, chasing down a long tomorrow road, waiting on a break. Soon the crowd calls us out, 1,000 voices shout, the band will kick it out till the dream is over. When we come off the stage, they'll have to carry me away on a fanfare parade. 10 o'clock, sound check at a whiskey. Stage smells like cigarettes and beer. Bartender gives a wave as the boys begin to play. Yeah, it's our sound. 4 hours till they close us down. But someday crowd will call us out, 1,000 voices shout, the band will kick it out till the dream is over. When we come off the stage, they'll have to carry me away on a fanfare parade till the dream is over. Thanks for listening. See you down the road.
So good.
That's great. That's great because it's fun that we can get people who have co-written with you and been part of the songwriting process.
Yeah, and he's a real brother to me. So it's what a collection of people you've gathered here. It's I see these people in the wings and I'm like so happy.
all I did was put the call out, Ellis. You gathered them. You know, you're the one that gathered these people. There's the common thread is you. So we're happy to be here for this.
Hey Maddie, Abbie just texted me something cool, which was that Ellis Paul has been building like a rainbow for the last 30 years, and now he gets his pot of gold tonight. All these people
really
it's an embarrassment of riches tonight.
Really
it's
sweet.
so nice,
Really,
and
really cool.
everyone should know that. Of course, he's choked up and tearing up, and really happy.
Don't overshare.
Don't overshare.
Well, it's a thrill and honor to be able to put something like this together for someone who has meant so much to so many people. So, coming up now is someone I think you probably know this guy here. Kyle Hanchark is here.
Yes.
Kyle, look who's here.
Kyle is one of my favorite songwriters. Tremendous talent. I covered one of his songs, so payback's a bitch.
right.
There you go. Well, let's see how things stand up.
All right.
Don't say bitch. Kyle is very young and impressionable.
I'm turning 30 next month, Laurie.
That's what I mean, Kyle. That's what I mean.
30's a bitch.
Yeah, it's a rough year.
Kyle, it's so great to see you. We love you so much.
You guys too, and thank you, Matt, again for the call out, and thanks for inviting me.
You bet.
Always a thrill. I do want to say my story with Ellis actually starts when I was very young. I was 11 years old. My dad brought home a copy of the then brand new album, The Speed of Trees. I fell in love with the passion he always portrayed in his voice, his guitar playing, and his songwriting, and it became a true inspiration for me and my own performing. And as I started to take my own songwriting seriously as an adult, I began to study Ellis's songs and later on become one of his pupils at the New England Songwriters Retreat, which is put on every year, except this one, obviously. And through that, through sharing songs together back there in the late night song circles, led to, as mentioned before, Ellis covering a song that I wrote, How You Say Goodbye, for his Storyteller Suitcase album. So, Ellis, I am forever grateful for everything you've done for me, as well as for the entire folk music community. And I'm thrilled that I'm able to call you a friend as well. The song I'm going to sing tonight is off of the Chasing Beauty record. This is Jimmy Angel's Flying Circus. I knew you in your Carney days. We watched the big top swept away. You rolled the wings of a hurricane and washed the souls of the clowns away. An Ohio cornfield 8 feet high, a barker's voice cuts through the sky. Oh, dear friends, you won't believe your eyes when Jimmy Angel Daredevil flies. A death-defying sideshow. Gentlemen and ladies, let your eyes behold. Seeds, but you won't stay. You lift your wings, 'cause there'll come a day when you fear the trees get in the way. You're riding in a sky show, a barrel rolling flying circus, barn storming, billboard celebrity. When the sky falls, will you have it all? The gold, the rivers, the waterfalls. This life is a dance, a game of chance. The chase is all you'll ever know. Go. A Missouri girl with blue sky eyes. Step right up, it's a bucker ride. Above the clouds, a kiss, a sigh. Late night stars and last goodbyes. You're waking up the silos. Chicago to St. Louis, taking the town's gold. And then you blew right through us. When the sky falls, will you have it all? The gold, the rivers, the waterfalls. This life is a dance, a game of chance. The chase is all you'll ever know. When the sky falls, will you have it all? The gold, the rivers, the waterfalls. This life is a dance, a game of chance. The chase is all you'll ever know. Go. Thank you.
Wow.
Wow, right? Yeah, right. I mean, Kyle, please
that's
don't
my
make
introduction to
everyone-
Kyle, and that
Sorry,
was
I didn't-
amazing.
couldn't hear you there.
Yeah, I'll never play it again.
No, none of us ever need to play again. Kyle, stop
I think-
making
I-
everyone-
I think
stop
Ellis-
making everybody look bad.
Ellis used to sound like that when he was 32.
Thanks for hitting all those notes. Nobody's gonna do it. There we go.
Kyle, all kidding aside, really seriously,
You knocked it out of the park.
I don't know what to say about that except that is beautiful music.
Yeah, well done.
Thanks very
Well done.
much.
Really, really great stuff.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And thanks for
You
having
You're
bet.
incredible.
And believe me, that's
Happy
not the
New Year,
last.
Kyle.
That's not the last you'll hear of Kyle on Passim's channel. We're going to definitely have him back for more. So fantastic
I'd be
stuff.
more than happy to. Thanks very
All
much.
right,
Matt.
all right. Wow,
Whoa!
wow!
right?
Come
Dude,
on,
I know.
Come on, Maddie.
Good
Have we not
God.
told you about Kyle?
you
Kyle
have.
is like,
I mean, you know. Now
Yeah.
I know. Now I
he's
know.
crushed. Now he's on your radar.
Crushing it, crushing it.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
coming
nice.
up now, we're going to go in the Wayback Machine. The Wayback Machine. We're talking before Say Something. All the way back. All the way
It
back.
feels like that. It's my. What's that?
Yeah, this is your
It's
life,
my
Ellis
life.
Paul. This is your life, Ellis Paul.
That's what it is.
With another tall, long-haired white guy. This is old friend Sean Staples, who you probably
All
haven't
right.
seen in many years,
Been
doing a
decade
song
at least.
from the Wayback Machine.
All right.
This old car has seen the ages since the second of the world wars. Bought by a Jersey family on the cutting edge of poor. A ragged wife and weary children stricken with the chore of a restless man of 35 who dreamed he lived for more. Hating my surroundings, and I'm sure my soul is dead. I will die a hollow, bitter man with a gun against my head. I need some time to drive alone, to feel the wind of a life I've blown. I may be back, but don't expect that this car will find me home. After 2,000 miles on the gauge, he hit his wedding band and lost the keys in a musty room to lust in a woman's hand. She stole off with a lover, he was a dressed-up blues harp man, and they chased the roads to Chicago for the blues of any raging band. This old car has seen the ages since the second of the world wars. Seen a man in his final stages, seen two lovers opening doors. But the doors slam shut and strike up the band when the blues man asked for more. The woman heard no harmony in the blues of old Chicago lore. Hating my surroundings, and I'm sure my soul is dead. I will die a hollow, bitter man with a gun against my head. I need some time to drive alone, to feel the wind of a life I've blown. I may be back, but don't expect that this car will find me home. In a backfield, in a farmer's lot, a boy man finds the car. Bought for a song by his father, it's been 10 years off the tar. A motionless engine is a curse to a boy with a ready heart. In a boxed up town where dreams abound but never get their start. In a boxed up town where dreams abound but never get their start.
That was awesome. So cool.
Come on.
Sean, I don't know if you're listening or not, but thank you so much for that. You brought the Neil Young vibe.
Yeah, the pump organ and everything. Yeah. So cool.
And that song, I wrote when I was, maybe 23, a long, long time ago. And
wow. Gorgeous. That was back in the 70s.
It looked it.
Yeah,
that was cool. And I'm glad to see you singing so well. And thank you. Thank you, Sean. Great. Gorgeous. And thanks for bringing that song back to life. Gorgeous.
The oldies. Bringing the oldies back.
What a surprise.
Well, coming up next, we're going to hear from Alice, Howe, and Freebo put together.
Hey!
Hey everybody, I'm Alice Howe. I'm here with my buddy Freebo playing some fretless bass, and we're so happy to be here virtually again at Club Passim in my hometown. And this song is one of my favorites of Ellis Paul's. I was so excited to learn this in honor of his tribute show. So here's Wasted by Ellis Paul.
Bottom of a glass holds peace. Whiskey brings you sweet relief.
That's Alice Howe and
God, that sounds good on her.
Freebo. So good. So good.
I believe it.
You know,
Oh, what a
Ellis
song.
Paul,
Yeah.
Excellent rendition.
you wrote some pretty good songs. You know, there's some pretty good ones out there.
Well, I didn't realize it until tonight. I mean, this is awesome. They even look better than me.
I mean, but you think of it,
that was gorgeous. Thank you both, Freebo.
you think about
Go ahead, Maddie.
you know, all the years that you've been playing at the club and all the people that wouldn't, I mean, to be honest, that wouldn't be doing this if not for you. Like the doors that you have opened for another generation of songwriters to come through that's, you know, that see you out there doing it and say, like, that's what I want to do. It's pretty amazing.
Well, thank you. And I feel like I'm just paying forward what Bill Morrissey and Patty Larkin and Cheryl Wheeler and that crew of people that came before me did for me. And, you know, because there's no place to go to school for this, you know, you got to figure it out on your own.
I think Passim is the place you go to school for it.
Yeah, exactly. It is. Well, without Club Passim, where would we, including me, be? And, but yeah, I just love nudging people forward and in the right direction when I can. And Alice is obviously very talented. God, that sounds so great. The chorus, when she sings that chorus, it really lights up. Yeah.
Little known story about Wasted that maybe 7 or 8 years ago, Mike Clem from Eddie from Ohio sent me a video of Ellis Paul playing Wasted. He had just written it. And so I got this text from Mike saying, here's a cool new song. And then I remember thinking, I would like to date Ellis Paul.
That song got me lucky.
And Mike said, he's already taken. I got him.
Nice.
He's already taken by Mr. Vance Gilbert.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a one-man man.
Well, we're going to go on to another person who was, I think, one of the first people that got back to us when we asked about doing this show. And what a thrill. Here's something from David Wilcox.
Yay!
My turn? Hi, I'm David Wilcox. I like to imagine our hero, Ellis Paul, driving on the Pacific Coast Highway. That's what's in the lyric of this song, which I think is a song about being inspired by the person you're traveling with to want to really appreciate your life, just being in the moment. And the song to me has a sense of humor, as if Paul is saying, well, yeah, I want to be in the moment. Just a minute, I got things to do. The fog's lit up and the moon is rising. I lay in a blanket of white on the ocean that's gorgeous. Am I living in the moment now? On this two-lane highway in California, a beautiful woman beside me is scolding me. Are you living in the moment now? The world could use a hero, 'cause the lunatics are running the shop. I'll be your one-man army. Got a stone and a slingshot. We could build a castle or a cabin on this very spot, with a view of the ocean and all the money we don't got, that we don't got. Where do I go when my faith gets weary? To money or God or the chaos theory? She's asking me, am I living in the moment now? We could build a castle or a cabin on this very spot, with a view of the ocean and all the money we don't got. The world could use a hero, 'cause the lunatics are running the shop. I'll be your one-man army. I've got a stone and a slingshot. A slingshot. Hey! I like to imagine when Paul's singing, hey, he's like like trying to get his own attention. Because the song is written second person. I'm singing it first person, but it's second person. So he's really trying to get the song to say, Paul, can you just appreciate this life? Can you feel it that there's all these musicians who are paying tribute to you? I know you're just thinking, well, he could have sung that better, and it's true. Well, I couldn't have sung it better, but Paul, you could have sung it better. Everybody knows that. But we're just trying to help you appreciate the scenery, just like the fog on the ocean. We're just trying to say, hey, I know you're busy driving, but can you see this life you got? That you gave all this music to us and we're grateful? Can you feel that? I like the way you feel beside me. It colors the way I see beauty. We could build a castle or a cabin on this very spot with a view of the ocean and all the money we don't got. The world could use a hero, 'cause the lunatics are running the shop. I'll be your one-man army. I got a stone and a slingshot. A slingshot. Tribute. Thanks, Paul.
Oh,
Wow. One of my heroes. And
we're slaves.
You know,
I didn't even understand that song until now. He had it. Actually, that's not true. He had it right on the money too. It's a kind of a hard song to figure out, but if you're in it, you do. And God, he nailed that guitar part. He's such a master.
I know. You know, it's like anyone that, one capo's not enough, for David Wilcox. You gotta have.
If you get 3, you get HBO Max and Netflix.
Upgrade every capo. I mean, I remember for a while, Peter Mulvey had a song for a while where he had 4 capos on it, but it was just like the song was about having 4 capos on your guitar. Well, I mean,
Well, thank you, David, for that, man. What a! I'm so glad he picked that song. I love playing that song, and I can tell his arrangement of the guitar part. I knew he was digging into it. So thank you, David. Thank you so much.
Very cool. Well, coming on next is a friend of yours that I met through you, I believe. We've got Paul Nelson here.
All right.
Yay!
Hey, Paul.
Hey,
Great
Paul.
to see you, brother.
Hey, good.
All
Can
right.
you hear me well?
It's
very well.
Paul's all around.
Pauls and Pauls. Yeah. Hey, Paul, thanks for being part of this.
Oh, I wouldn't have missed it. I thought
So
I was
glad
trying
you're
to
here.
be the first one to respond.
Somebody slipped in. So I can't wait to hear what you're going to play.
Yeah, I've always been kind of intimidated by the open tuning thing. So I don't really know what you're doing. So I never learned any of your songs. But then I realized you're just playing what we're playing, just open. So I'm going to try my hand at a drive-in movie. Well, take me to a drive-in movie. Put your body right next to me. Whisper promises to me. Roll the windows down. When you look at me like that, kiss me and I'll kiss you right back. Break your heart and give it to me.
Take me to a drive-in movie. Yeah. Oh, take me on a long vacation, outbound from an old train station. Watch the world go by till we close our eyes in the sleeping car. Wake up in a brand new place. You're the only one who knows my face. Looking for a little salvation. Take me on a long, long, long vacation. That's right. Take me, take me. Take me, take me. Oh, put me on that roller coaster. Wanna feel my heart turn over till I'm upside down, can't touch the ground, there's no gravity. I wanna feel my blood rush, just like the first time we touched. Baby, we'll go over and over and over and over. Take me on a roller coaster. Take me, doesn't matter where we go. Take me, I don't even have to know. But baby, take me slow. Won't you take me so slow? Come on, take me to a drive-in. Oh, let's go on a long vacation. Oh, and put me on a roller coaster. Come on, let's go over and over and over and over. Oh, when you look at me like that, oh, kiss me and I'll kiss you right back. Oh, break your heart and give it to me. Take me to a drive-in. Oh, driving movie. Hey. Oh, take me to the movies. Oh, baby, doesn't matter where we go. Doesn't matter what we do. As long as I'm with you. Oh, let's take it to the fade out. Oh, come on, help me with the fade out. I'm gonna get a little softer now. Oh, take me to the movies, baby. Yeah, help me with the fade out. Oh, ooh, help me with the fade out. Get a little softer. I'm taking you slow. I'm taking you slow. Oh, I'm taking you slow. I'm taking to the movies. Damn it, to the movies.
Man, that was beautiful. So soulful. Thank you, Paul. Beautiful.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you don't need those open tunings. You don't need none of that stuff.
That's
But
for,
I-
that's for
I do have
cheaters.
two capos.
Yeah.
Two capos, yeah.
Gorgeous rendition, man. Really,
Yeah,
really
thank you.
beautiful. I can't wait to sit with you face to face over a little bottle of something.
Cheers.
All right.
We'll do that.
Great to
I
see you,
appreciate
Paul.
you and love you.
Love you too, man. Cheers.
Well, coming up next,
Wow.
we've got another person that we've got a video from, but that stopped by to say hello as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey.
James Lee Baker.
Hey, how are you?
House. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, it's good to be here. Can you guys hear me?
We
Yeah.
can hear you.
Yeah,
Hey.
we can see you, especially your hat.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's all Bill. Yeah, we're just eating cheese and wine and hang out with the dogs and watching you guys. You know.
All right, nice.
So good to be here.
What a way to close out 2020.
Yeah, still got to.
Yeah, we should have done this decades ago.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity, Paul, and it's really good to share this with you and to see this happen.
Well, I love your music, man, and thank you for allowing me to interact with it the way we do.
Yeah, likewise.
Well, let's hear from James Lee Baker.
One-man line at the 24-hour store. I'm in a town that reminds me of my hometown streets. I roamed the aisles 1,000 miles from what I was looking for. A familiar face that would smile at me sweetly. Take me down to where I'm home, where everybody knows me, deep as a soul can go. If you take me down, I've got to know, did you really know me, deeply as a soul can go. We drove up the canyon to watch the stars fall down. Watch them turn off the lights on the church down on 2nd Street. Jack's old man, he's still the only cop in town. He's patrolling the sidewalk on the graveyard beat. If you take me down to where I'm home, where everybody knows me, deep as a soul can go. Take me down, I've got to know, does anybody know me, deeply as a soul can go. Deep as a soul can go, hey, yeah. And everybody needs a place to call home, a roof overhead, and a bed for dreams of their own. I've never been so lonely. I was leaving this time, I'm really leaving. Hey, yeah. Take me down to where I'm home, where everybody knows me, deep as a soul can. Take me down, I've got to know, did you really know me, deeply as a soul can go.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Good Lord.
Good Lord.
Unbelievable.
So at this songwriting retreat, are you just like creating a race of Ellis Paul bots to take over the world?
We're making monsters.
That was incredible. Like, that was just so. It sounded incredible.
Yes,
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
Totally beautiful.
I don't even know what to say.
Look at this guy.
What?
His eyes are quite glassy.
Don't look at him. Don't look away. Avert your eyes.
No, it was beautiful, James. Thank you. The heart that you put into that. I mean, you totally nailed it. And you know, it's a lot of these songs I'm not playing that much these days. So to hear them sung by people that can really, own it, it just means so much. Thank you. Gorgeous.
Very, very cool.
All right.
That's James
Give me off
Baker,
camera.
Coming up next, we're going to hear from an old friend who I believe is now your lawyer. Here's Chris O'Brien.
Hello, everybody. My name is Chris O'Brien, and I am so incredibly grateful to be part of this night. Tribute to Ellis Paul, who's one of my absolute favorite singer-songwriters. He's a friend. I consider him a mentor, and I'm just honored to be part of this. And I'm going to play a song that means a lot to me. In about 2010, I was touring with Ellis quite a bit, and opening shows for him, which was just one of the great honors of my lifetime. And he was in the process of recording and writing songs for what would become The Day After Everything Changed. And so this song is the first song on that album. It's called Annalee. And I remember every night when after I was done with my opening set, I would look forward to Ellis playing this song, and so it brings back a lot of great memories of that, and it's one of my favorite songs. So I hope you enjoy it.
Skipping stones at the edge of the dark, fog came rolling in quiet like a hawk. River so smooth it could shatter away the rock. Felt like I was walking on water. Then the doctor's daughter, Lord, she dove right in. Lord Almighty, she ain't nothing but skin. Turned my head, but it may never come again. She's filling the sky with her laughter. Annalee, Annalee, you're shaking the timbers, you're rattling the leaves. There's a full moon rising in front of me. Come and stake your claim in my memory. Annalee, Annalee, let the good Lord send you down to deliver me. Come lay your head in a bed of leaves. I am here, I am yours for the taking. Around about midnight on a riverboat ride, I'm a mandolin jukebox and Annie's by my side. One bottle empty, one's waiting like a bride. She's dancing like light on the water. We got 6 weeks till college, 6 weeks and then we're gone. Life is like a river and the river's rolling on. So come on, Annie, you taste like brandy. Will you kiss me away come morning? Annalee, Annalee, shaking the timbers, you're rattling the leaves. There's a full moon rising in front of me. Come and stake your claim in my memory. Annalee, Annalee, let the good Lord send you down to deliver me. Come lay your head in a bed of leaves. I am here, I am yours for the taking. Oh, and I can't promise a lifetime of tomorrows. What tomorrow brings, God only knows. I know this about tomorrow. You're filling it with sorrow. If we let the night just end. Annalee.
Check, 1, 2.
Annalee.
Check, 1, 2.
You're shaking the timbers, you're rattling the leaves. There's a full moon rising in front of me. Come and stake your claim in my memory. Annalee, Annalee, let the good Lord send you down to deliver me. Come lay your head in a bed of leaves. I am here, I am yours for the taking. Annalee, Annalee.
Jesus, that
so
was good.
Nice. God,
Wow.
He owned it.
Wow.
So good.
And the memories I have with Chris are so great. This is one of the best things about being a musician.
Remember back, back at that house that they that he lived in Somerville. You were there before, and like we were all hanging out there.
So great.
My first introduction to Chris was as a waiter at Passim back in 2001. Believe it or not.
Amazing.
Yeah, when he wanted gigs, and I just wouldn't give them to him, so he slung pizzas instead.
And he ended up being a great songwriter.
He really did. And now a lawyer.
Right. Weird how things change.
Sometimes you need a lawyer more than you need a songwriter. It's true.
Frequently.
But no, he still does shows with us, and what a beautiful human being. And
yeah. Hey, Maddie, how's my sound now? Is it better?
So much better. So much better.
Okay,
all
good.
fixed. All fixed.
All right. Good. Good.
We've got a little twofer here. We got a Chris twofer. Someone that was part of the New Year's shows many years.
Yeah, many times.
Yes, indeed.
Hitting them skins.
Come on, so many notes.
Also
hitting the high notes for Paul.
Hitting the high notes.
Many times. Stunt vocal double.
I love singing higher than you.
Yes, I know. We had a competition, and I think that you won.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right.
I think my favorite was Martyr's. Was it Martyr's Lounge? Or no, Maria's Beautiful Mess, where I would just keep getting higher.
Oh yeah.
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 And then you hold that note forever, and you just got to do it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to see you here, man. Thank you.
Oh my! I would not miss this. Honored to be here. So, and I thought it'd be fun to do it live, just because.
Oh, all right. Can't wait to hear it.
So I chose. I went through a whole bunch of songs, because there are so many great ones to choose, and I kept coming back to this song, and I think it's just because of 2020. And the year that it has been, and it felt like it feels weird to do a cover of a cover, but this song just echoed in my brain as I was pondering what songs to do, and it's a Woody Guthrie song that you so beautifully did on Speed of Trees, and yeah, I love it. So I think it takes an amazing songwriter to appreciate another songwriter and to be able to take their material and make it something new, and you did that with this song. So I didn't promise you skies painted blue, not all colored flowers all your days through. I didn't promise you sun with no rain, joy without sorrows, peace without pain. And all that I promise is strength for this day, rest for my worker and light on you.
truth when you needed my help from above, my undying friendship, my unfailing love. I never didn't promise you crowns without trials, food with no heart, sweat your tears without smiles, a hot sun in days without cold wintry snows, no victory without fighting, no laughs without woes. All that I promise is strength for this day, rest for my worker and light on your way. I give you truth when you need it, my help from above, my undying friendship, my unfailing love. I sure didn't say I'd give you heaven on earth, a life with no labor, no struggles, no dirt, no earthquakes, no dry spells, no fire flames, no droughts, no slaving, no hungers, no blizzards, no blights. All that I promise is strength for this day, rest for my worker and light on your way. I give you truth when you need it, my help from above, my undying friendship, my unfailing love. All that I promise is strength for this day, rest for my worker and light on your way. I give you truth when you need it, my help from above, my undying friendship, my unfailing love, my undying friendship, my unfailing love. I promise you power, this minute, this hour, the power you need when you fall down to bleed. I give you my peace, my strength to pull home, my love for all races, all creeds and all kinds, my flavors, my saviors, my creeds of all kinds, my love for my saviors, all colors, all kinds, my love for my races, my colors. I give you my love for all my races, all my kind.
Beautiful, brother. Thank you so much. Gorgeous.
Wow. Thank you for bringing that song to the world. It's a good one.
I'm lucky to, I'm lucky to have the opportunity to write with old Woody. He didn't have much say in it, but he did the melody and the chords and the words justice. He'd be very, very happy to hear that version.
Well, and Dina McLeod from the Woody Guthrie Center is tuned in and watching, and she says like Woody's living through y'all.
Yes, love it. That's awesome.
Sending love to you, Dina. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah,
that's a special song, man, and I can't think of anybody better to sing it than you. Thank you.
Thanks, dude. Honored. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your night.
Christopher,
Thanks,
great
Maddie.
to see you.
You too, brother. We'll see you, Paul.
Yeah.
Damn, Matt.
Oh,
this is
come
crazy.
on. I know. It's just.
This is so fun. Can
what
we
a
just
joke.
like?
I mean,
I don't want it to be over.
We're only about halfway through, so you got plenty of time.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have a heart attack.
And just so everyone knows, you should come back tomorrow night because Ellis Paul is actually going to play tomorrow night at 9:00. You can catch Ellis Paul with actually many of his friends from over the years who have been part of the New Year's Eve shows are going to be part of tomorrow night. So come on back.
Chris is going to show up again.
Yep.
So we'll see more of him as well.
Ring in the new year the way that you normally do with Ellis Paul with Club Passim. We've got so many great artists still to come. Coming up next, we're going to hear. This is a song that I always think of sort of the opener of the set, but it's not always the actual opener. Sometimes you'll do a couple of songs by yourself, and then the band comes in, and this one just kind of builds to the most glorious crescendo, and taking you there. We've got Ann Heaton.
Ann Heaton, yay!
Hello there, friends. Hi, Ellis Paul. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm in a very remote place where it's been raining a lot, and there is this one piano, which is perhaps not as nice as my piano at home, but hopefully it will do for this beautiful song of Ellis's. To the mattress with the grace of an actress. You're falling like a thief from a roof. She's asking for proof. I stand outside, you hear mission bells. Welcome to Maria's beautiful mess. Cluttered apartment on the west side. She pulls the blinds while you watch how her dress falls round. And the world slows, the clock shows a wrinkle in the flow of time. And she steps close, her eyes glow, lips pop open like a bottle of wine. She loves like it's thirst, like she's never been hurt. She's dancing like nobody's watching. Is this love? Is this curse? It feels like the first time falling. Nobody's watching. Nobody's watching. Nobody's watching. She puts on some music. She asked you to choose it. You sang her back a Gershwin line. Now Ella's saying holy, soulfully, bringing up better times. And beneath asking what's in the middle that scares you. Does it dare you to take a moment and just slow down? And the world slows, the clock shows a wrinkle in the flow of time. Yes, if she steps close, her eyes glow, lips pop open like a bottle of wine. She loves like it thirsts like she's never been hurt. She's dancing like nobody's watching. Is this love? Is this curse? It feels like the first time falling. Nobody's watching. Pull the curtains on down, let the stars fall around you. She's smiling like a Mona Lisa. Could conquer this town if you're free. Touch the ground, but you're falling, boy. I see you falling. Oh, I see you falling. I see you falling. She's dancing like nobody's watching. Happy New Year.
Whoa. I don't even know what to say.
We're all a little. Wow.
Yeah. I've had so many late night drives with Ann Heaton's music, like after shows, trying to get to the next hotel or the next city, and to hear her voice on one of my songs, and one of my best songs, really. Just what a great
It was
version
incredible.
of that.
You know, it was funny because when she emailed me that she was going to do that song, I was like, interesting choice for Anne. And that was stunning.
Right.
You know, and I was
Yeah.
just like picturing like the number of times that I've run sound for you and seen your show, and you know, and thinking of like the opening part, and then when you reach to grab the pick for the it's just like
God,
picturing
Matt,
like
you've-
it's
you know
it's
all the
theater
moves.
to me. Well, but I mean it's kind of theater to me. Like I know the songs so well, and then to hear them kind of reimagined this way,
Yeah, reconstructed in
is
such
so
a gorgeous way.
incredible. What an incredible
Yeah.
thing.
I'm so lucky.
Yeah,
Really.
when I saw that Anne was gonna do that song, I was like very impressed. First of all, I'm like, whoa,
Not an
that's
easy song.
not an easy song, and like biting off a lot. And I was like, okay, what's that gonna be like? And that it took my breath away. It just took my breath away.
And for context, you know, she had texted me earlier saying, I got spotty internet in this. She's like, I'm in the jungle, and I don't know where she actually is in that video.
Yeah,
but she's like,
in
I'm
the witness protection
I'm
program.
in the jungle, and the internet is spotty, and I hope this gets to you. I've been trying all day to upload, but the internet is spotty, and she's like, if it's not good, you can just not put it in the show. And it's like,
Crazy,
I can't even imagine the world without that version of that song.
Yeah, really. I'm so glad I heard it.
Unbelievable.
It's a miracle, really.
Well, coming up now, we're going to hear from a friend of yours that you've done many shows with, whose birthday is today.
What?
We've got Jim Trick.
Jim Trick! Yay!
Hey, my brother. I am immensely grateful for your friendship and your work and your generosity, and paying tribute to you tonight is very easy. And to the rest of you, if you're looking for an Ellis Paul cover that lacks guitar complexity and vocal dynamics, have I got a cover for you. Oh, your melodies are just beautiful, and your voice is exquisite, and it's a little irritating, to be honest with you. We'll give this a shot. You turn a blue eye to me, and you look right through me. Said to find what you think freedom means, if you want freedom. And we could wake up this lullaby town, burn through every red light we found, lift the dust cloud, break the speed of sound, break free. And if you wanna run, I'll pack my suitcase, and if you wanna stay, I'll make a front door key. If you need space to fly free, take all the sky you need, take all the sky you need. If I stand on the rooftops, look down on my story, and it swarms me. Beyond the horizon, the taillights in glory, you found me. Freedom, need to know who I am. Freedom, like a moth in your hand. Freedom, do I fly or stand, or fall on my knees? If you wanna run, I'll pack my suitcase, and if you wanna stay, I'll make a front door key. If you need space to fly free, take all the sky you need, take all the sky you need. And if you wanna run, I'll pack my suitcase, and if you wanna stay, I'll make the front door key. And if you need space to fly free, take all the sky you need, take all the sky you need. Love you, brother. Happy New Year to everybody. Looking forward to seeing everybody live and in person in 2021. Big love.
Wow.
That was good until it wasn't. That was so good.
That's Jim Trick, folks. And it's Jim Trick's birthday today, so make sure you say hello and happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Trick.
Jim.
You
just did the half version of that, the best half version of that ever played.
He did the good half.
He did an incredible interpretation. I'm dying because it was so gorgeous.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to sit together and hear the second half.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It's all you need.
So great.
Take all the song you need. You know?
Take the first half. That's
it's it's editing. So we all need to
You look great, by the way. Your feed is great and you sound great.
Well, thank you. I've got a good microphone too. You know, it's like I'm
nice.
set up. Although I was just texting with Christopher Williams after watching his live stream. Just like, what do you have set up? Your video is so beautiful. Great. The sound is so good. Like I've just got these lamps and stuff. I mean, so you're seeing everyone's seeing behind the mirror, not like behind.
Don't spoil the magic.
Behind the curtain, here's the reality of what goes on.
Yeah.
It's like how everybody has the very nice. Yeah.
Here's what we have.
Yep.
You get those at Target.
It's like how everyone has their Zoom corner where like the rest of the room is a shitstorm, but this corner looks good. This corner looks good. You just got to make sure.
All it takes is a corner.
Right? And it was funny because we did a holiday show with Katie Curtis the other day, and she had a tree and lights, and I was like, I look like a Scrooge, and so I hung some lights. And I was like, I think
it's great.
This is as good as it's gonna get. I got some lights, and I'm gonna throw them around the room.
And like 1/20th of your record collection is showing.
Right. Paul, you've seen my record collection, and this is but the funny thing is so now I've expanded into the entire apartment, and so this room is the room that I had a roommate for a while, and now I've taken over the whole thing because this has become also the live streaming office.
Yeah,
and so
it looks great.
That's the extra space now. But I forgot that there's people watching the show, and we're just
right.
We're just having a
We're
conversation
just visiting
now. Oh, hi. Actually, coming up now with one of the songs that got me into your music at the very beginning, from someone who is one of the greatest songwriters that either of us knows, who also got me into this music world, hearing his songs. We've got Buddy Mondlock here.
Yeah, all right. Hey, buddy.
Hey, you hearing me okay?
So glad you were here.
Oh
yeah,
man, I'm so happy to be here and so glad to be a part of this.
Well, you're one of the best, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, man, you and I have known each other a long time. I first heard about you. A friend of mine who was a banjo player in a bluegrass band I was in, he moved to Boston in the 80s, and he called me up one day and said, you got to check out this guy, Ellis Paul. He's been making the scene up here, and he's really stirring it up. And like a year later, you showed up on my front porch in Nashville. I had just moved to Nashville, and there you were with Jim Infantino. Yeah,
right.
And somebody else was there too. But
probably Jon Svetkey. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I think it was actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a couple of years after that, we're on the Internet Quartets tour. You remember that?
Oh, right. Yeah, that was one of the first times I had ever traveled outside of New England.
Oh my God! Yeah, it was you and me and Michael McNevin and Dave's True Story. We had a ball.
Yeah, a great format for us. Those guys are great as well.
Yeah,
well,
so
you're a real hero of mine, buddy. You know that.
Thanks, man. Likewise. That's true both ways then. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take these off and play this song for you. One of the things I loved about learning this song, it finally got me off my butt to learn one of your songs, Paul, is I really got to dig into it. You discover things about a song when you learn how to play it yourself that you might have missed when you were just listening to it. And there's some really cool stuff you did in here. It's always been one of my favorites of yours. It goes way back. And I also found out from learning it, I got the story behind it. I always assumed it was a metaphor for a lost, an old lover or something. But it turns out it really is a conversation with a ghost. There was a Ouija board involved. Anyway, here it is. This is called Conversation with a Ghost. I'll respond to you in letters. Sorry so slow, sorry so few. In a nutshell, I'm much better. So far the complaints I hear are few, they're few. So how have you been? Have you been to the races? Did you take my mother? Is your sister in braces? Wish I could have been there to see you through. If all those things you told me once still true. Do you remember that time it was cold in the park? You were running a race, I was there on a lark. Who would have thought that New York could be such a small town? And how have you been? Have you been to the races? Did you take my mother? Is your sister in braces? Wish I would have been there to see you through. Are all those things you told me once still true? Now Margaret is tired, let's let her get some sleep. She's bored with these letters, let her count her sheep. So goodbye, love, goodbye, love. And how have you been? Have you been to the races? Did you take my mother? Is your sister in braces? Wish I could have been there to see you through. You know all those things you told me once, are they true? Still true. Thank you so much for that song. It's just such a beauty. I'm really looking forward to teaching with you this coming year, hopefully.
You're going to be at the New England Songwriters Retreat with us, which we're thrilled about. And guys, Buddy's one of the best American songwriters of the last 30 years. He's absolutely brilliant, and to hear his voice on one of mine kills me. Well, especially that song. Thank you.
That sure means so much to me coming from you, Ellis, because I would say the same thing about you, man. You're one of the best of us.
Thank you, buddy.
You inspire me.
You put in a lot of heart into that guitar part. I know it's not easy, but you did a great job of finding all the nooks and crannies.
I much better about 10 minutes before.
Buddy, it was just so gorgeous. It was so gorgeous, like that you picked the perfect song for you, and one of my favorites too.
Oh yeah, hearing your voice on that is just great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, from the heart, man.
All right, love you, brother.
Love
That's
you too.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And Buddy Mondlock, again, like you said, is one of the best songwriters. So great to hear you doing that song.
Thanks, you guys.
You bet.
Thanks, buddy.
Cheers, buddy.
So and I remember you talking about that song years ago, and the tuning, which you were calling "Dropped Ellis." What? No. What?
Oh my God, you remember that? You take.
I've been around. I've been around a long time.
Yeah, it's open Ellis is what I call it.
Open Ellis. Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds terrible, actually. It sounds terrible.
Dropped.
You should,
It's
let's
like a
close
baby.
Ellis.
I was dropped as a child and
dropped Ellis. Yeah. Oops. So,
But
and
you nailed it.
which is what is the tuning so that everybody
it's
knows?
DAD-EBD. Just a strange, DAD.
What got you there?
Just an accident. I just found a chord, and it's not quite dadgad, and it's not quite open
Yep.
D, and it's
Yeah.
falls somewhere in between. But no one, you know, all my tunings I give names to, like Open Joni Mitchell, and you know, there's so like everybody gets like a name, and that one didn't have.
like,
No one ever.
If you
uses
never
it
open for
except
Joni
me.
Mitchell, you can at least play an open Joni Mitchell.
Right, exactly. So he did a beautiful job on it. I'm so happy to hear him sing.
Well, coming up next, we're going to go back into the Wayback Machine.
Oh, all right.
With an old song from an old friend. I know they're tuned in now, so you can say hi. They're not. It's a video, but they are tuned in on the internet. We've got Jon, Svetkey, and Heather Quay.
All right. Love you guys.
Going way back.
Well, Happy New Year, everybody. Matt, thanks for having us. Paul, welcome back to Tree Full of Crows, Part 2.
Sunshine on me. In these 50 long years, never seen dry grain. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Let it rain, liquid sunshine on me. Now marry my wife, seems like she's been sold for life. She ain't too keen on my drinking or my chew. So I gum chase my whiskey and I spit out my cheek before I head into that lion for lunch or two. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain, liquid sunshine on me. In these 50 long years, never seen dry grain. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Let it rain, liquid sunshine on me. Irrigation, John Jack McGee. Yeah, he rolls around his feet, gives him extremely high yield, but it gives nothing but a migraine to me. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain, liquid sunshine on me. These 50 long years, never seen dry grain. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Let it rain, liquid sunshine on me. Let it rain, liquid sunshine on me. Happy New Year.
That's
old
awesome.
friends.
Yeah, singing a song about my grandparents who owned
So
a farm
cool.
up in Maine. Really great, really great. They're beautiful people. Thanks, John and Heather. Thank you guys. Love you guys. That's going way back. That's in that this old
So
car
Liquid
category.
Sunshine
That's,
is not
I don't know,
Whistle
maybe
Pig,
I was
then is what you're saying.
24, 23. No, but I am drinking.
The
I didn't
Basil
get
Hayden.
Whistle Pig, but
Classic.
Basil Hayden tonight.
So usually for the New Year's shows, Ellis will bring the Basil Hayden. I will bring the Whistle Pig. These are the
And none of it will be left.
these are the role we play for the
Unfortunately.
holidays. So that's John Svetkey and
we've
Heather
got
Quay.
so many
I know.
stories.
Oh, a lot of stories. A lot of stories. Abbie and I were talking about how like last year, tonight was the party night, like the 30th, because it was a Sunday, and we had shows at 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock. So we were early with the party because New Year's Eve was Monday night. Who's going to party Monday night?
That's right.
Not
yeah,
us.
and so occasionly that happens, and then all hell breaks loose, and
All
then
hell breaks loose.
there's nothing left on
You
New
know,
Year's
there's
Eve.
usually late night squeeze karaoke with Rad.
Oh yeah, it's so great. The
There's,
after
like,
hour party.
We're missing
on
that.
New Year's
We're
is
missing that this year. We're
Yeah,
definitely
it's
missing
too
that
bad.
with the Vanilla Nut Taps. Everyone's favorite band, the Vanilla Nut Taps. Coming up next, we've got someone who you might know. I think you've met once or twice before. Let's just bring him in.
Is that an actual mask of me? I think it is.
That is.
God, that's creepy. That's really, really creepy.
He sounds like Ellis Paul.
Hey.
Is this Ellis Paul?
So this is what the internet has turned into.
This is all the internet has turned into. No, like,
Hey.
He doesn't have Ellis's blue eyes, though. Something's amiss.
Hey.
for any of you out there that are very confused, it's Vance Gilbert.
Hello.
That's a cool COVID mask. Everyone wants that for the holidays.
You can make a lot of money off of that bad boy.
Thanks for doing this, brother.
What are you
I love
talking
you.
about? This is you're the guy. I've told you things that I haven't told anybody else on the planet. So that's how far back we go.
Things I wish I didn't hear.
Well, I'm sure. But as a close friend is supposed to be like that you
that's right.
you don't get that choice.
That's
That's nothing
right.
you get to choose to do.
No, I love you, man.
Like you
Love
don't
you
you don't know just where the tattoo is, but why you have it. You know, it's like
That's
all things like that.
He's got all the inside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And how it wasn't done with a needle, and I still have the shard of glass. That kind of tattoo. That's right.
That ain't no rose tattoo.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So this is congratulations, buddy, on having such a great career and having me as a friend. Man, you're so lucky. So you found yourself a corner apartment with a view of the town all your own. All your friends say the city will kill you, cure you. 5 flights of stairs to your home. Even now, it's changed how you walk down the street. Past cabbies and chimney sweeps. Be careful who you talk to. What has this city done to you? Has it taken the small town out of you? Turn you into someone I never knew?
When we were kids by the warmth of a porch light, you'd smuggle out twin cigarettes. We'd blow smoke in the air with typical hometown flair. Two futures we could not predict. Look at you now, the dreamer with a backdoor plan. You're marrying the musical man. Our faces on magazine stands. What has this city done to you? Has it taken the small town out of you? Or turn you into someone I never knew? Hey, did I ever know you? Did I ever know you? Did I ever know you? You light up these buildings. You turn the head of a man that's grown cold. You're when the streets are cold. I hear it shrieking in your fifth floor apartment. It's 3 a.m. back home, he'd put me to sleep. But he's struggling to be heard, he can't get in a word. 'Cause he's a fool shouting out loud in the streets. Where are you now? I've lost you somewhere on Montague Street. In the city that never sleeps. Is it the sideshow in you that speaks to you? What has this city done to you? Has it taken the small town out of you? Or turned you into someone I never knew? Hey, did I ever know you? Did I ever know you? Did I ever know you? Oh, did I ever know you? When you were broken, hungry, yeah. Did I ever know you?
Nobody does that better than you, man. It's so beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
You're the best.
It's such a great song.
This love affair is the most intense one that I've ever seen in my life. Just the two of you.
Well,
it's dirty. It occasionally gets very dirty.
Sturdy or dirty?
We've actually had to share beds when the road gets rough. Where were we? Was that Vermont or Maine?
It was
somewhere
it was completely by choice.
No, we had to.
One of us could have slept on the floor.
We had 2 different hotel rooms, but
no, we got a hotel room after a gig, and it was a big like queen bed. We just looked at each other and said,
"What are you gonna do?"
It was like any good marriage. You turn the light on and you read till you go to sleep. That's what we did.
I remember like hanging out one post New Year's Eve at the place that you two had in Medford.
Oh yeah.
Someone made a homemade sangria. I can't remember who
that was a crazy night. I don't know if Vance was living there at the time, but
he might have just moved out. He might have.
Yeah, he had. Yeah, that was a crazy night.
So fun.
That was a crazy
all
night.
the years. I mean, it's crazy when you think about how many years.
I did a lot of cooking in that house. Well, I cooked a lot.
He did.
We had
he
great
cooked and
meals.
I cleaned.
It was a
Kinda
blast.
like
It was
what I have here.
it was
Except she cleans more than I do.
Oh, you are someone who'll pay for that later, but that's not up to me.
I was like, why did I say that out loud?
But
it's great to hear you, brother. Thank you so much. I love you.
Well,
you kill that song.
from the man who has crashed New Year's Eve more times than anybody, busting through that back door,
Yeah, I love coming
backstage
through
door
that
at
back door.
Passim. I always on New Year's Eve I always leave that door propped just for this man. Whether I know if he's coming or not, I just leave it propped.
That's awesome.
Door's always open for you, Vance.
Thank you so much, guys. Pat, Maddie, thank you for all you're doing with this. Laurie, I love you.
Love you.
I love you too.
All right. Be
All
good,
right.
folks.
Good
Ciao.
night. See you, Vance.
Coming up next, we've got another video from someone who couldn't be here tonight, but wanted to make sure that they sent in something with love to you, Ellis Paul. Here's another video for you.
Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. She ain't worth the whiskey, she ain't worth the tears. She ain't worth a barroom fight, a restless night, her ghost still here. She ain't worth the roses lost among the thorns. She ain't worth the words you'd waste to mend the trust that's torn. She ain't worth the midnight, she ain't worth the dawn. She ain't worth the pedestal that you placed her on. And she ain't worth the hotel sheets twisted on the bed. She ain't worth your trembling or the whispers that you said. But she was, in truth, you know she was. She was, and you're fooling yourself because she was. She ain't worth the mystery, she ain't worth the risk. She ain't worth the medicine brushed across your lips. No, she ain't worth the vertigo, and she ain't worth the fall. She ain't worth surrender to the drama of it all. But she was, oh, in truth, you know she was. She was, and you're fooling yourself because she was. She ain't worth apology, she ain't worth the right or wrong. She ain't worth the melody, and she ain't worth their song. But she was. Oh!
Hey, wait!
Here I am.
That room looks familiar. That microphone looks. Wait a minute. Aren't you that
Yep.
person? How did you
Right,
do
so
that?
I could have done it live. But here's the thing. I knew we would be celebrating. We wanted to bring in these comfy chairs and really just enjoy the show.
And I'm really actually glad I didn't do it live because this has been so fun to just sit here and relax.
No
To me,
pressure.
this is more like you're watching.
Isn't she an amazing singer?
It's so good. Like, to me, this is more like you're watching it, and this is with the director's commentary. You know, like you're watching the movie that you love, and then you want to see it with the director's commentary. So, like, that's what this is like.
Yes.
So good.
Oh, thank
no,
you.
So now
Thank
that was
you,
written
Matt.
with Slade Cleaves and Jeff Plankenhorn, right?
Oh my God! How did you?
Well,
are
so
you on
so
Wikipedia?
so did that now was that one of those Nashville things where they were just like you were just in the room, but they kind of wrote the song?
No, actually.
And you were like, I've got this. I got this. She, and then they wrote the song. You know.
How about a song? I've got the word "the."
Where can we go
Now
with
you
that?
guys write it.
Where do we go? Where do we go?
You know that song has an incredible. So we did a show, a Woody Guthrie show. We were all in sort of the Woody Guthrie tribute show, and we were driving home at 2:00 on this 2-lane highway in Texas. I was sitting,
Which sounds like a Woody
on the
Guthrie
passenger
song.
side. Yeah, and Slade was driving. Jeff was riding in the seat behind us in the van, and we wrote that at midnight on the way home back to Austin. And it took about 2 hours, and I played the guitar part, and we just coming up with lines, and it's a gorgeous song. I mean, those guys are really great musicians and songwriters, and there's a lot of magic, and nobody does it better than she does. It's gorgeous.
Thank you. That was so fun. It was so fun. And this is a song that so we've been together now over 7 years. Yeah. And back when we first started dating, I went through YouTube just sort of checking them out and seeing, you know.
This all of a sudden got creepy.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I wanted to start learning his music. I knew like sort of the world ain't slowing down kind of stuff, you know, but I didn't know the deeper cuts. And I found this YouTube video of She Was, that song, and was completely captivated by it. And so it's just one of the silver linings of the pandemic that this show is happening, and I learned another Ellis Paul song, and I got all nervous and choked up trying to do an intro to that. And all I want to say is everybody knows it already. Everyone who's here has a lot of love for Ellis, but he really does put so much heart and soul, and his love for music and the songwriting community and other musicians is just overflowing. And you know, it's really, really very inspiring. So it's so nice to see him enjoying this and getting a little back, because he gives a lot.
It's him getting back and us getting him back in a way. You know, it's like we get to put him on the spot, and like all of the emotions you've sent us through over the years are coming back to you, brother. So coming up now, we've got someone who has been a regular at our tribute nights, but also is often a regular at the Ellis Paul shows in the audience. We've got Mark Stepakoff next.
Well, it's a real pleasure for me to be a part of this evening. Before I play, I just want to tell a quick story. I don't know Ellis, but about 5 or 6 years ago, he and I had a nice shared moment. I was in Saratoga Springs visiting my daughter, who was attending Skidmore College at the time. And there was one night where she had other plans, and so I was on my own for the night. And so I went over to Cafe Lena, where Ellis happened to be playing. And they sat me right up front, so I was about 2 feet away from Ellis. And he put on a great performance, like he always does. But when he got to the last song, the encore, which was the old Joni Mitchell song, The Circle Game, and I know that's a song he plays a lot, but something happened to him that happens to many of us from time to time, which on that particular night he was just having trouble recollecting the lyrics. And so, you know, that's a song I know well, so I started feeding him the lines, and we got into a nice little routine where he would vamp on the guitar, I would call out the next line to him, and he would sing it. And the crowd got into it, and it wound up working out very well. And after the show, he came over and he thanked me, and he could not have been nicer or more gracious. So I don't know if Ellis remembers that. I know he plays a lot of shows, but it's something I'll always remember. So thank you, Ellis. Here's an old song of his. Wake up, Gracie, you're stealing the covers again. It's 4 in the morning, December's outside creeping in. 1,000 times over, I love you. 1,001 now, it's said. But if I'm gonna sleep, I've got to find you. Your very own rollaway bed. I'm a night person, come home late from playing the ball. You're tossing and turning, you're spinning like Saturn and Mars. 8 in the morning, you wake me, drinking your coffee in bed. But you'd be less likely to burn me in your very own rollaway bed. Saturday we wake up, we drive across town, trying to find the perfect bed. You fall on the box springs, let's take it for a quick fling. The salesmen are all turning red, all turning red. Wake up, Gracie, I can't seem to sleep here alone. Without all that tossing, it don't even feel like I'm home. 1,000 times over, I love you. 1,002 now, it's said. Baby, I'm sorry to wake you, but is there room in that rollaway bed? Sleeping in a rollaway bed. Sleeping in a rollaway bed. Sleeping in a rollaway bed. Sleeping in a rollaway bed.
One of my favorite stories of the night. I mean, so Mark Stepakoff does a lot of brilliantly funny songs. Really humorous stuff, and there's that element of humor in that song which is very sly, and it fits what he does so well. But then that story is just so perfect. That story is so good.
Yeah, and there've been nights like that a lot where I was going to say songs you can't remember them.
I was going to say like a show of hands in the chat here. How many people have fed Ellis Paul lyrics before?
Everybody once, I'm sure,
from his own song. I remember. I was just saying to Abbie that I remember after having seen you at Passim a few times in the early '90s, back when you were writing the songs for Stories, but that record wasn't out yet, and then. Wow. I went to your CD release show at the Old Vienna, but it was like the record wasn't out. It was the CD release show and the CD was not out yet. It was one of those label things.
Right.
And I can't remember what song it was, but you were struggling at some point and I yelled out a lyric and you were like, the fuck do you know that?
It's not even out yet.
I know, it's like, it's a record release for a record that's not out. How do you know the song? Like, I saw you a few times. So, I mean, like,
yeah.
And for context, I'm an Ellis Paul fan. Hi, everyone. My name is Matt, and I'm an Ellis Paul fan.
There's quite a few tonight here. So,
yeah.
God, thank you, Matt, again for doing this.
There's a lot of love.
Such a joy. And Mark, thank you for not only bringing up that moment, but killing the song and bringing yourself to it.
It's so got his sense of humor. It's great. It's great. It's a perfect song for Mark.
I love the delivery there.
Yeah, Christopher Williams says, I'm a lyric feeder. I'm like, yeah, you're
yeah. Sometimes like from behind me.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's like a bottom feeder. It's like a bottom lyric feeder. Coming up next, we got another live performer. Again, someone who has been a regular at our tribute nights, who has been just pulling in such great songs from the local scene, but is a great songwriter of her own, and we're thrilled to have her. We've got Kim Moberg here from down Cape Cod.
Hey, Kim.
Hey, how are you doing, Ellis? Hi, Laurie.
I do know Kim's music, and I love her. She's awesome. Thanks for doing this.
Are you kidding? I am absolutely honored and thrilled to be here. Thrilled. You know, I was thinking today, Ellis, when I was practicing your song here, how many artists you have touched in your career, between mentoring or just even like on the side of the stage, like you've done with me once in a while, given just a wonderful vote of courage and confidence. And, you know, it's just, you can't even count the number of people you've touched. So thank you. I'm going to play a tune. I'm going to play Snow in Austin, okay? Up to frost on the window. I'd been sleeping in a snow globe town, 6 inches on the ground. You said I'd never see a white Christmas, snow angels never make it to Texas, but you were wrong. They're singing Hank Williams songs. And if snow can fall in Austin, why can't you fall into my arms? So you say your home is Boston. What's New England got on all these Texas charms? Tumbleweeds dance on the ground, and armadillos upside down. Have you ever seen a cactus Christmas tree? Come see. There's a snowman standing out on 6th Street with a hat, a scarf, and a broom guitar. They're hanging mistletoe in the bars. And do you remember that night in Las Manitas? Our heads were numb from frozen margaritas. Imagine how cold we would be now. And if snow can fall in Austin, why can't you fall into my arms? What's New England got on all these Texas charms? Tumbleweeds dance on the ground, and armadillos upside down. Have you ever seen a cactus Christmas tree? Come see. Well, the snow is coming down. It's Christmas time in this town.
That was so great.
So good.
So beautiful.
Thank you. Thanks for writing such a pretty song.
Well, thanks for putting the time. I know that guitar part isn't exactly easy, and to have all those nuances in there and then still deliver a vocal like that, I know how much work you put into it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That was gorgeous.
Thanks, Laurie.
And someone made the comment of like, do you have to have at least 2 capos to cover an Ellis Paul song?
You do. It's a rule, right? It's an absolute
I only used
rule.
one on that one. You went way over the limit.
But it's like, but you probably also tune down and use one. I mean, like that's I was saying like that's that's dropping the D, but then moving up.
I wanted that low note for the
Beautiful.
the tumbleweed part.
So good.
Really,
so good.
You put so much love into it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Kim Moberg, that sounded fantastic.
All right. Good night.
Always a pleasure having you. Kim has been a regular part of our Campfire Festival and our tribute nights, and like a regular part of what's been going on at Passim lately, and it's just a treasure, another treasure.
Yeah, she's a really thoughtful musician and songwriter, and I've heard her play a few times, and I love what she does.
And as Christopher Williams pointed, like probably one of the only songs that mentions armadillos.
They're underappreciated, really.
You feel like there's probably a bunch of Texas like Tex-Mex kind of songs that have armadillos in there somewhere, but I don't know. I don't hear too many.
Not Christmas love songs. I don't think so. Breaking new ground.
See, that's what you're all about. That's what you're all about.
Trying.
Coming up next, we've got someone who has also been a band member for the New Year's shows, and this is from Rob Lawrence, who has posted in now. What folks may not know is that where Bill Morrissey produced Ellis's "Say Something" record, Ellis produced Rob's first album.
And it's a great record
called Honey in the Mountain, and it's a beautiful record. I actually got to sing on it. I was saying to Abbie, it's like my first singing credit on an album. I got to go up to the studio and sing. And so Rob wrote, "Hey, Paul, what an honor to get to play this evening. Your songs and our times together continue to shine and inspire, especially this old one for me. The subtle details still pop in my mind like a brilliant oil painting. Thanks for everything. Hope our paths cross again. Love to you and yours, Rob." And this is, going back to the early days, like Buddy. Conversation with the Ghost and this song, I feel like in a way put you on the map in a huge way. I mean, these two songs were often paired together because I think they're in the same tuning.
That's true.
So
I think I know what's happening here.
I think you do. One of my first introductions to your music. This is a favorite of mine as well. Here we go with Rob Lawrence.
I'm only 17, but I want much more than a small town girl should bargain for. More than standing in one place, waiting on the next James Dean. I live in a town that's gripped by the Bible Belt, and I bear my back and I took the wells. Only pray to get out of here. Maybe someday I will find out the world is green. There is nothing to do in this town at night but sit in my car and watch the street lights stare out the window at the pizza joint. What's the point? I wish I could buy my Ford a sale. Hey, hey, look at the wind blow. Well, the life of a local beauty queen, it's tied to the captain of the baseball team. They got a baby on the way, at least that's what the kids are saying. And the wedding, I'm told, well, it must take place just to save both families from disgrace. You know the whole town knows it ain't like she's not showing. There is nothing to do in this town at night but sit in my car and watch the street lights stare out the window at the pizza joint. What's the point? I wish I could buy my Ford a sale. Hey, hey, look at the wind blow. Hey, hey, look at the wind blow. Tommy Bates sits in his car and he waits for his girl out at Lucky's Diner. She's at the end of the loop and he's drinking soup while she puts on more eyeliner. I will pass them once, I'll pass them twice, and I'll pass them back again. They bought an old Range Rover from the next town over, and their headlights are my friends. Yeah, their headlights are my friends. There is nothing to do in this town at night but sit in my car and watch the street lights stare out the window at the pizza joint. What's the point? I wish I could buy my Ford a sale. Hey, hey, look at the wind blow. Hey, hey, look at the wind blow. I wish I could buy my Ford a sale.
Holy shit, that was great.
Come on. Rob was when was Rob in the band? Back in
God. 03,
04? 01, 02, 03?
Yeah.
Because it was probably back, I mean, it was back when Rob was one of my roommates back then.
He's so musical.
You know, back when,
that is just so good. God, the guitar tone
I was just talking to Abbie about that pedal that he's got. That's got that shimmery organ sound that rides over the chord.
That thing floating in the background beneath the chords. Just he's the master of the touch and delivers it like a journalist. Like, just listen to this. These are the facts. Right. And
just the facts, man.
Kills me.
Just the facts, man. Please,
just
And
I'm
what did you
peddling
see
truth.
when you looked at the wind blow? What did you see?
Exactly.
Just the facts. Just the facts.
He's so good. And listen, that record that we did together, it's phenomenal. Really, a phenomenal record.
It's called Honey in the Mountain. Everyone look that up. Rob has recorded at least a couple records since then that have never come out. And if you shame him enough, maybe he will release them because they are like, he writes such brilliant songs.
Yeah.
And he has no
they're like reading the
incentive to
Bible.
release
It's
them.
just
He
like-
enjoys the process. He enjoys the tinkering and the process of making the record. But then once the record's done, he doesn't give a crap about it. He wants to make the next one.
He's like Emily Dickinson. She's just going to put them under his bed and hope someone discovers them.
Yep.
sometime.
Let's push him.
Let's
Everybody.
push- yeah, let's pull him.
Look up Rob Lawrence. He has no internet presence. But find him. I'll give you his address and his phone number.
It's like the 80s again.
Yeah, exactly. Well, coming up next, we've got another old friend that we've both known for many, many years. We've got a video from him, but I think he might be backstage now.
Oh,
hey guys!
All right,
Hi, Matt.
Daryl Purpose.
Hey, Daryl.
Good to see you, brother.
So good to see you.
What a treat!
Yeah.
I'll just let you know. See, that's my daughter Carrie. You know.
Hi, Carrie. Good to see you.
We're playing a board game, and we're watching on the big screen.
Oh, look at this! It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
meta. We're watching ourselves. That was so
yeah.
meta.
What a treat! What a fun night!
It's been incredible. I'm so glad you're part of it too. Thank you, Daryl.
My great pleasure. I mean, I had to learn an Ellis Paul song, but
not easy. Not easy.
That's the downside.
The work. Oh my God.
It's
exactly.
Yeah.
You had to buy a capo.
Two.
Well,
At least two.
No. Dad. River.
Oh, there you go.
Dad, I think.
Nice.
Yeah. It's good to see you guys. It's a great night. We've watched the whole thing.
It's been breathtaking to watch, and I'm surrounded by. Listen, I am. You know what folk music is. It's not. It's not what Springsteen's version
What
of
is
folk
folk
music
music,
is.
Paul?
Let's get into it. Let's get into it, shall we?
No, let's not. We don't want to do that. But there's an abundance of riches here, and I'm really, really grateful.
Yeah, it's a fun thing. Vance was talking about that house the other day. That's the house that I say I moved in when Vance left, and he says that he moved in when I left. One of us is correct.
He's lying.
I think you came after.
If I were a betting man, I'd say I got that right.
No, I think Vance is right. I think you were there. I think he was there first. And no, you're right. You are right. You moved out and he moved in.
But then when he moved out, you moved in. It was, it's like with all the divorces, who can tell?
I'm starting to lose you guys. Maybe we better cut to the bit.
And now let's cut to clip.
Hey everybody, I'm Daryl
right.
Purpose, and I'm so happy to be here playing Ellis Paul's song, What a Night. This is for you, Ellis.
There's a golden moon rising in the field. Scarecrow highway, back road. I'm lost on empty, hungry for a meal. In the taste of a day not wasted. When I'm down, I let my wheels roll around. I come running to you and I roll my windows down. Would you like to know how it feels to trade your wings in on some wheels? I got the keys, let's take a ride. Stick your hands out the passenger side down the river road. Clear water flows down by the river road. It's where I wanna go. river road. There's a moth in the porch light, a red curtain window pane, but your eyes in the screen door, they tell me what I need to know. You step out in the night air, you call me by my name. The crickets cry, no alibis, come on with me. Let's step out. We'll let the wheels roll around. I'll come running to you and I'll roll my windows down. Would you like to know how it feels to trade your wings in on some wheels? Let's take the keys, let's take a ride. Stick your hands out the passenger side. Down the river road, clear water flows down on the river road. It's where I wanna go, down the river road, yeah. The river road, yeah. The river road.
That is a gorgeous version, man.
Oh, Daryl! I haven't seen Daryl in so long, and it's just so great to have him part of this.
Yeah, and he can make a guitar sound like an orchestra. You know, it feels like
I know, like the
guitar players
shininess of that
just
guitar is
doing that
amazing,
thing.
truly amazing.
Yeah, his arrangements he's really a thoughtful player. Beautiful rendition, Daryl. Thank you.
Well,
Lucky to
we're
hear
going to
that.
bring on a band now that you probably don't know. Like a band that has played our tribute nights, that has played our campfire festival. They have played the club several times and are really inventive with what they do and their arrangements and their instrumentation themselves. And it's been fun with a lot of the tribute nights when I just kind of send it out to a lot of people to see what comes back. We're, you know, I don't necessarily know what to expect, and that's what I always feel about this band, and it's always really cool. This is a group called Noble Dust, a local Cambridge Somerville area band.
Awesome.
Oh, the people at the party left you sitting at a table all alone. You can hear their voices chatter through confetti. You're alone. Life breaks through you. Gives love to you. You're alone. The cab ride through the city's bright with lights. You float above the pavement to the night till you're gone. Life breaks through you. Gives love to
You don't even know them.
I have no idea who they are.
And they just did
killed
that.
me.
So know, Ellis Paul, know that you are touching people beyond what you see. You know, like you have your sphere and the people that, like your camp and your fans and the people that you kind of know have come on through the like the wake that you have created, the waves that you have created, those folks that have come through that. There's still other folks that you've reached that you don't even know, like far beyond.
That's
far
crazy.
beyond, and will continue to.
They're so good.
Beautiful.
That song doesn't get a lot of time from me because I can't do it alone and have another voice. And I can, yeah.
And they did.
And they did.
They knocked it out.
Yes, indeed.
It's almost like the only memory of that song I have is the day I created it. I wrote it with Christian Bush, who's this friend of mine in Nashville. And then I think I've maybe played it 2 or 3 times on stage, and then I had to walk away because I needed another person in order to do it.
Yeah.
So I've only got 4 or 5 memories of that song at all. And now they're one of the best of those 5 memories is hearing them do it back to me. It's so beautiful.
You can watch it over and over again. We'll leave
I will.
this there for you.
I'm going to do that right after the show. Like, ding, 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 ding,
Yep.
ding.
Yep. Well, coming up next, we're going to have someone doing a song that my personal story is that back when Passim became a nonprofit organization and started having an open mic, I was living down the South Shore and came up and played the open mic. And this was one of the songs that I played because I was a big fan. I'm not anymore, obviously. I don't like Ellis Paul music. But we've got your friend Josh Hardy to play this
all right.
classic for you. The hit, if you will.
Oh, all right, good.
Josh Hardy.
All right. Hello, I'm Josh Hardy. Hope everybody knows their parts for this one. My name is Robert Wilson from Eau Claire, Wisconsin. I've been living out of a suitcase now for 14 days. Up Boulevard in Hollywood, on a Vegas show was no good. Met a dancer there, started a parade. It's a lonely world from this Greyhound, believe me, been here 14 days. Come a long, long way. At 21, that's as good a guess as any age that I confess to. Let's just say I'm old enough to get away. Back in school, I found the only written truth on bathroom stalls. Telephone booths, I stayed a while. The college got in my way. When did you on back in this Greyhound? Believe me, been here 14 days. Come a long, long way. Big sea, world outside's turning. It's yours. You pay for the land. People talk themselves on Greyhounds, even drive strings to you. They tell the same forgotten story. We'll fall on forgetful come a long, long way. And each day comes along with 2 kids and a bottle of booze. She cracked them both like match shades whenever they venture I sat with the girl from Boston. I was playing cards for cigarettes. I lost her name with the poker game. No face I'll never forget. Never forget you from these windows. Believe me, I've been here 14 days. I've come a long, long way. 3,000 miles. I've come a long, long way. 3,000
Thank you all very much. Thanks, Ellis.
I love Josh Hardy.
So good, so good. You know, when I played that song at the open mic back 23 years ago, yeah, you know, like I had a friend of mine singing backup, and I had the hosts of the open mic singing backup. It was Jeff Cannon and Linda
nice.
Nahn, singing the big 3,000 miles chorus with me, and it was like the first time I'd ever played in a alternate tuning, even if it was just double drop D. You know, it was just like, no, that's all I got. It's all I got. And like the fact that I figured out how to play that was you know, astounding to me.
Yeah, it's like a treasure hunt, right?
Yeah.
To get to those chords within those tunings you never played before.
That's the thing, you know. And
I was like, how are people going to do this tonight with my tunings and stuff? Like,
it was
people are
funny
just hitting
because
home
like
run
if
after
no
home
one
run.
if no one had picked that, I was like, I could try to play that again.
Yeah. Oh,
you know,
you would have killed me.
Well, but then I also like the song I was saying to Abbie that like the song King of 7th Avenue, which I've requested several times. You're like, I don't do that anymore because I kind of rewrote it and made it better. You know, like, it was, you know, like, and you know, I remember I had a chord book for the Big Times in a Small Town.
Right. Yeah.
Like that had
the Christine Lavin thing.
The Christine Lavin thing. And it had the tunings and everything. And I'm like, I figured out how to play that. And I was like, oh, it was opening another world for me on the guitar.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was just it was fun to see the range of songs that people picked from like way back in the early days to all the way way forward.
Like a Sean Staples song, just and him doing it on a
pump organ.
Yeah, choosing different instruments and doing it in standard tuning on a an open D song. It just their creativity is so great. And knowing that Josh lives in Madison, Wisconsin, and he's it's snowing there, and he's doing that, so it's just perfect. Really, so perfect.
Yeah. Well, coming up now, we are gonna have a familiar face to you, kind of reimagining one of your songs. I'm just gonna let it play.
Oh my God!
Fucking show off.
I know. Endlessly.
Oh my God, he's so good.
My face is
Well,
melted.
so while we had Anne Heaton doing Maria's Beautiful Mess, this was variations on Beautiful Mess by Radoslav Lorkovic.
Totally. And now for another perspective.
Absolutely. And like when he got into toward the end there, when he started to kind of play what he plays in the show, it's just like, wow, there it is. There's the thing. It was like such a cool thing.
I've never seen anybody more committed to music than he is. I mean, we would do these long rehearsals for the New Year's Eve show, like 2 or 3 hours, twice a day, leading up into the show.
For 2 days.
Yeah, for 2 days so we can get... I mean, we did rehearse, though. But I'd wake up...
Twice a day for 2 whole days.
I'd wake up at like 10 o'clock and he'd be playing Bach in the living room for an hour and a half.
And you're like,
just
that's
as a warm-up.
not my song, you dick.
Like, get to it, damn it. No, he's so gifted. And he works harder than anity. He loves it. He loves it like nobody.
And he brings something to everything. Like we were just saying, like he can like play all the notes. Like he has this part of the keyboard, but he has either end of it too. He knows where those
and back
go.
behind on the backside and underneath.
Yeah.
And he finds notes where notes don't exist. It's amazing.
Yeah, and just like truly brings a different musicality to everything he plays.
Yeah, I wish he could play in everything I ever do. I would have him, but he lives in Chicago, so we only get together once in a while now. So it's much harder, of course, but he's a gem.
Radoslav Lorkovic, everyone. That's we'll hear from him tomorrow as well as part of the New Year show, as we always do. Where's my?
Oh, you got the suitcase.
Everyone, tune in tomorrow night at 9 p.m. for the Ellis Paul closing out 2020. Thank goodness. Show. We'll be back tomorrow. We still got a few artists left, believe it or not. This show's already gone on for.
It's been amazing.
I mean, this is as long as tomorrow night's show will be. It's
crazy.
We've crossed the 3-hour mark and we've got 3 artists to go. Coming up now, we're gonna have someone that might have played this song before somewhere. Robbie Hecht. What do you got for us?
All right, Robbie.
Hey, everybody. It's great to be invited to this and to be a part of this. Happy New Year to you all. I miss everybody, including Passim and including Ellis Paul. I'm going to do a song called Home that I did as a duet with Laurie MacAllister that's on her record. And I've never played it by myself, so here it goes. That night the walls were speaking, the pipes inside them creaking, told a secret that was rising in the halls. And you lay beside me sleeping with the dreams you were keeping. Smoke was in the stairwell outside the walls. We had moved in just November. That first night I remember. You lit a candle, you laid a mattress on the floor. And we toasted to our savings, to adulthood, to behaving, to this house with drafty windows and creaking doors, to home. The woman across the table, home, to dreaming in the sheets,
This house is just an address. You're my home. So we stood like statues staring. Sirens came in blaring. The Johnsons brought us coffee for the cold. And somewhere someone was singing. It was my radio alarm clock ringing. It was a wake-up call, singing to my soul. Home sits across the table. Home's breathing in my sheets. Home, this house is just an address. You're my home. I can't believe I'm thanking Jesus as I watch the roof come on down. I can put back all the pieces as long as you're around. Home sits across my table. Home is breathing in the sheets. Home, this house is just an address. You lift me above all sadness. This house is just an address. You're my home. You are my home.
Happy New Year, everybody. May 2021 be the best year of our lives.
Ah, he killed that. Beautiful.
So good. So good.
Yeah, and Robbie.
You know that song, Laurie, don't you?
He's like Buddy Mondlock was.
Yeah, I've known Robbie.
The song. He said, "Did you know?"
Yeah. I've known Robbie for a long time. I heard him at a songwriting contest maybe 15 years ago, and was just, I fell in love with his voice. And eventually, when I was making a record, I asked him to sing this as a duet with me. And God, I actually listened to it in the car the other day. I hadn't listened to it in like 2 years, and he's probably one of my top 5 favorite singers, and he's this excellent songwriter too.
And
He
Paul,
is.
like
He's
you're
like-
saying,
I was-
like a new Buddy Mondlock. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like Buddy Mondlock was when Buddy was 30. You know, like he's this just kind of secret gem songwriter that the world needs to know about.
So wait a minute. So it's like, oh, the people that are doing something like they're like you were when you were 30. You know, like it's you know.
Yeah, you got to put in a lot of road miles, a lot, and it's not easy, you know. And 200 shows a year for a decade, you know, and that's how folk musicians get heard. We're not going to show up on, you know, next to Beyonce on a radio station, to the left.
Well, but to be honest, I mean, like in the way today's world works with playlists and things like that, who knows? You know, like radio programming is a different thing, and influence happens everywhere. And so, I mean, you're seeing folks that you don't know that are influenced by you, and you're making a difference in their songwriting and in their lives, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's fun to see that. Like I saw that Alice Howe just tuned back in. So what that means is we started before her live stream. We're still going after her live stream. So
Yeah, we're outliving all these live
We are at
streams.
the 3-hour, 20-minute mark, and we've still got over 350 people tuned in, because we love you, Ellis Paul. We love you. We love your music, and the people that are tuning in, make sure you're sharing this, because like we'll leave this up here, and every fan of Ellis Paul needs to know about this show, because it's not just for Ellis Paul fans or the people that are fans of the other people that are playing. You know, it's to see those links in the chain and see how this moves forward, and see how Ellis has been influenced by the people before him, and he is influencing the people that are moving forward as well. We're all links in this chain, and it's a very special thing to see how these links are very strong. You know, like it's not just like
clearly.
You know, I mean, like this music is important, and I want you to know that, Ellis Paul, that this music, like music can feel so in the moment, and you write an album and you tour, and you write an album and you tour, and you write an album and you tour, and a couple songs might live from 4 albums ago, 3 albums ago, 5 albums ago. A couple of those songs might live on in a set list, but those songs live on through the people that you've touched, whether that be as fans or as musicians. And that continues on forever.
Beautiful
like
thing.
These moments will continue on and still do. And right now we want to bring on someone who you have toured with, and that has been a part of your world as well. We've got Rebecca Loebe here.
Yay! There she is. Hi, Rebecca.
How are you?
Thanks for doing this.
My pleasure. Thanks for writing all these badass songs.
That's awesome.
I have just absolutely loved this. I have a question that has been plaguing me for many years, and now
questions
that I have
from the audience. Questions.
Questions from this audience member, Mr. Ellis Paul. Do you remember? And I'm kind of hoping the answer is no. Do you remember the first time we met at the Grey Eagle in Asheville in 2005?
Yes.
Damn it. Okay.
I do.
Are you lying? Are you lying?
No, I'm not. No.
You might be
I
lying.
did a show, and she came up. I mean, it was a very brief encounter. She just said hello. And then we did a show in Maine, I think after that, together. I remember you there. And Rebecca toured with me for 2 years. And, you know, when I ask people to come on the road with me, I want to have the kind of person that I can learn from and kind of feel like after they get off stage that something just happened there that I have to kind of like compete with. You know what I mean? Like I have to rise to the occasion, and it keeps me on my game, and I get to be a better musician because of it. So, and Rebecca was exactly perfect for that kind of thing, really.
We're here to flatter you.
Well, and Rebecca got to be there for part of the New Year's extravaganza on the 30th a couple times.
They were so fun.
Yeah.
I remember you went out, Matt, and looked for a wireless mic because Ellis wanted me to make this entrance for one of the duets.
and instead, I chained a lot of wired mics.
Yes. But you did look into wireless mics, which I thought was dedicated.
And then I made do. And then I made do
Yeah,
with what
Matt,
I
you are
had.
fearless. You are fearless.
We do.
She walked in from the sound booth. Yeah, I remember that.
That was
Deep
so great.
in my heart.
Yep.
That was really fun.
That was a classic.
It's a lot of
One of
memories.
the best.
Oh my God.
A lot of memories.
Are you doing some yacht rock tomorrow night for the New Year's show?
Well, I'm going to do some covers, but I wish we had the crew, you know.
I haven't
wish
heard
we had the
anything
crew
about
here.
what's going to happen tomorrow night. It's a complete mystery to me.
A lot of guests, and you know, I'm going to do some covers. It's almost like a 3-hour retrospective. I'm going to start with old songs and work my way through.
Always reference Barry Manilow, but there's never any Barry Manilow.
Tomorrow might be the night. Who knows?
Yes.
Got to tune in to find out, people.
Weekend in New England coming your way.
Well, why don't you take it away, Rebecca Loebe? It's so good to see you.
My pleasure.
Thank
It's
you,
so good
Rebecca.
to see both of you. So the reason that I wanted to ask Mr. Ellis Paul if he remembered the first time we met, is I was opening for him on what was basically my first tour, and I was so incredibly nervous to meet him and to open for him, and he was so nice, like just what you just saw, nice to a complete stranger, to like a shaking 21-year-old at this little venue in Asheville, North Carolina. And he walked right up to me, looked me right in the eye, he shook my hand and just said, "Hi, I'm Ellis Paul," and made me very comfortable and was so sweet all night. And I felt so relaxed and so at ease, and I got up on stage and I started my opening set, and he was in the back of the room listening, which is something he always does with openers. I later opened for him for 2 years and he listened every night. It was mind-boggling. But that first night, seeing him in the back of the room listening during my set made me so nervous that I had a full-on panic attack on stage, which I didn't actually know what was happening. I was just like, why does it feel like there's icicles running down my entire body and my voice doesn't work? So it was scary, and I've always wondered how well he remembers that evening, because it was not a good showing from old Rebecca Loebe. And then he's right, we did next meet in Maine 5 years later. That next show was 5 years later. We met in Maine, became friends, and then I was so flattered. 2013 and 14, I was on the road with him most of those years, and a few times since. And one of those days, I asked him if he would teach me how to play this particular song, because I have just always loved this song, and it turned into him giving me in my journal a big drop D lesson. Ellis Paul drew in my journal all about how to play in his open daddy-o tuning, and he wrote out the lyrics to this next song for me. So I'm reading it, written in his hand, and I'm just so grateful to him for writing all of these songs and for writing this particular stunner. This is called Mary Mary, and it is on his beautiful Christmas album, City of Silver Dreams. Mary, Mary, oh, the night came soon. You carried a baby across the sea of dunes, born to a mad world. Weren't you once a young girl? How many days have gone? Star child, eyes wild, laying at your breast, a fable, a stable, nights without a rest, mystics, magi, wise men, a child, a king, a godsend. How many days have gone? And mother, please close your eyes when you think of me. All children leave, only angels know their destiny, their destiny, their destiny. Mary, Mary, Christmas came by you. The motherhood, the pain, the good, the angels sing hallelujah. Born to a mad world, weren't you once a young girl? How many days, 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 how many days have gone? How many days have gone?
Oh,
Beautiful.
Becca.
Yeah. So gorgeous.
Nicely done. Thank you.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me, Matt. Thanks for putting all this together. And again,
Oh, my
Ellis, thanks
God.
for writing all these gems.
Thank you.
Rebecca, thanks for being part of it.
Night, guys.
Love you. All right, we have one final performer. Believe it or not,
Ooh,
it is
the
It
marathon.
has been 3.5 hours. So theoretically, this is longer than tomorrow's show. Usually the tribute nights don't last this long. They usually come in at I mean, like they're longer shows. They're 2 hours plus, but we got to come in and talk to you about the songs and about the performers, and that is what has made this magical. It has been a magical evening, and I want everyone to come back tomorrow night. Come back tomorrow night at 9 p.m. at passim.org/stream or at our Facebook or our YouTube, and be part of what we're doing. We said before, I'll do my mini pitch, saying that we are at the end of our year-end fundraiser. If you go to passim.org/support, make a donation, become a member of Passim. This is what we're doing. This is all we have to survive right now. We've been a venue that has been around in one way or another for over 50 years, but or over 60 years. When I say that, it hasn't been the same venue. Back when Club 47 opened in 58, it lasted until 68, and then Passim ran from 69 to 94. And we've been running now as a nonprofit organization since the spring of 95. We are right now at the longest run of the history of Passim and all of its incarnations. But we're only able to do this with the help of folks like you. It ran for 10 years as a nonprofit, and then it ran for 25 years as a not making profit. And then it has run for 25 years as a nonprofit organization. And the only thing that has broken this stretch right now is a global pandemic. We are all literally in this world, in this together. And if you can make a donation, please make a donation. If you can't make a donation, for God's sake, do not make a donation. Watch these shows. Be part of what we're doing. Be engaged in art and having some joy with music. But don't spend your money if you can't. We do not want you to not survive because we need money. If you can make a donation, make a donation. And thank you all for being part of a magical night of music to a magical elf of a human who has been writing brilliant songs for more than 30 years and has been not just an important part of Passim, but an essential part of Passim. Truly, we would not be where we are now without Ellis Paul. I mean, Ellis Paul has been playing at Club Passim since Bob and Ray and Donald were running it, and has been an important part of us as a nonprofit organization, even being on the board, being president of our board for a while, and helping us through some incredibly difficult times. And we would not I'm not overstating this, we would not exist anymore without the help and stewardship and guidance of Ellis Paul. So I offer that to you all right now that are tuned in. We've got one more performer. We'll come back and debrief, perhaps,
right.
if you've got the energy.
I do, yeah, absolutely.
You do? All right. Well, we've got one more performer that someone else did this song, and there was a little tension that happened because someone else picked the song, but I'll leave it to him to talk about it.
Hey, Passim's folks. Happy New Year. Hey, Ellis. Well, I'm actually committing a cardinal sin. Actually, 2 cardinal sins. One, I added a verse. You don't really do that. It's not really cool, but I did. And also, maybe worse, is I'm doing what somebody else is doing. When Matt asked me to do this, I immediately thought of this one song I heard Ellis do 4 years ago in Saratoga. It's been with me ever since. And I've always thought about that song. So as soon as Matt mentioned it, that song just went boom right in my head, and I couldn't get it out. And me and Matt joked about it. I said, well, could whoever else is doing it, could we have him killed? And, it was a joke. But, and we started talking about it kind of seriously, and then I said, well, look, if it's Springsteen, I'll step aside. He said it wasn't, so apologies to whoever's doing it. If you don't want to use it, that's fair. Take me to a drive-in movie. Put your body right next to mine. Whisper promises to me. Roll the window down. When you look at me like that, kiss me and kiss you right back. Break your heart, give it to me. Take me to a drive-in movie. Take me on a long vacation, out from an old train station. Watch the world go by till we close our eyes in the sleeping car. Wake up in a brand new place. You're the one and only one who knows my face. Looking for a little salvation. Take me on a long vacation. Take me to a drive-in movie. Let your head hang low. Maybe take a rest. Maybe in the lap for the second show. Take me on a walk on a summer day. We can watch the little kids play. Maybe down by the river there's a bridge we can get across that way. Take me on a roller coaster. Wanna feel my heart turn over till I'm upside down, can't touch the ground, there's no gravity. Wanna feel my blood rush like the first time we touch. Wanna fall over and over and over. Take me on a roller coaster. Take me, take me, take me, take me. Don't matter where we go, I don't even have to know. Take me slow. Take me to a driving movie. Slide a little closer to me. Y'all have a great 2021.
Thanks, Ellis. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Passim.
Wow.
Dan freaking Byrne!
Yeah.
Dan freaking Byrne, you guys.
For God's sake.
Ah.
I've never seen Dan play piano. I didn't even know he played piano.
It's like happy pandemic, you know. Like these are sort of like the silver linings. Like people are doing all
These
kinds of
are.
stuff. Like,
I think
we would
this
not-
is. I think this was the one. This was the silver lining.
Yeah, so amazing.
Yeah,
God,
no,
yeah.
this show. I was looking forward to it the instant that you
Which was
sent
like
out that
yesterday.
email a couple weeks ago, Matt.
Pretty close.
Well, it was not long ago, and I remember like thinking, oh, I hope that people have a chance to like learn the songs because some of them can be very complicated, and but I knew it would be special, but I didn't know it would be like my favorite night of 2020, which isn't saying much.
Yeah.
It's a low bar.
What a way to
Very
cap
low
off
bar.
a really.
It's very low
Yeah,
bar.
No,
true.
it's been like
It's going to be
been
way
the
better
night
than
that I
tomorrow.
felt-
You should tune in tomorrow for
that's
Ellis Paul's
hard.
live stream at 9 p.m. closing off 2020.
Lots of friends, some you've seen already tonight, are going to be there tomorrow. I have to say one thing with.
You like that slappy thing?
I
do. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, don't go there. Anyway, one thing I wanted to say just on Dan, with Dan, I've got so many like landmark memories in my head with Dan. He taught at the retreat that we run, the New England Songwriters Retreat, but there was one night where he was playing at Folk Alliance at 2 or 3 in the morning. Folk Alliance is sort
As
of
you
a
do. Yeah.
yeah, it's a industry gathering at a huge complex somewhere in the United States, often in Kansas, and I'm like,
Missouri.
you know, we all
Kansas City.
Oh,
Missouri.
that one, right? Kansas City, Missouri, right? And you know, everyone's got their little cheat sheet, and they write, "Look, who do you want to see?" And I'm like, I see Dan on the list. I'm like, if I don't see Dan Byrne, I'm not gonna get out of this alive. So you know, and they're in these showcases are in hotel rooms, and you can only fit about 15 people in there, 20 people, and then it gets awkward, really awkward. And we all packed in to see Dan do his thing, and there's only 20 of us there. But I'm looking around, and it's literally like a who's who of the American folk music scene. It's like, you know, Peter Mulvey and Mark Orelli and me and these people that are in their own right have great careers and great things going on. And I knew everyone in the room, and everyone was a musician who cares about songwriters and cares about songs. And he just tore it up. It was so great. And to have him be part of this is great. And of course, everybody was fantastic as well. But what a beautiful night, Matt. Thank you so much.
by the
Thank
same
you both.
token-
Thank you, Abbie, too.
By the same token, the way you care about music, and I think about Folk Alliance as well, a couple of years ago in Kansas City, when Passim was putting on a showcase and you played, and then our final performers were Jenna Moynihan and Maury Campbell, and you felt bad because you were going to leave because it was like, it's late, and this is the last performer, and it's like this Celtic duo, and you're just like, not my jam. Not my and you were like, I'm gonna be a nice guy and sit down and watch for a little bit before I go, and you were just in tears. A song
You're
and
so,
then
so beautiful.
and texted Laurie for Laurie to come, and
Yeah.
you know, and then I think they ended up playing on your record, you know, and
Yeah.
it's just like this level of community and continuing performance, and you know, it's not just your bubble of your moment, of the people that you grew up with, the people that you played with, you know, it continues on, and you inspire people, and people are, you know, and you're inspired as well. Like you've never lost that inspiration.
That is true. Yeah.
You aren't just like, I have reached the top of my game and now you can all just watch. You know, you're intrigued in what the next thing is and how that can be involved in what you do. And that in and of itself is an inspiration.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
what a great night, man. Thank you. Matt, you've done an incredible job here. And Abbie, thank you for all the coordination stuff. And Laurie, thank you for inviting these people that were a little left of center. So What a great night! I can't believe
I kind
it.
of thought that it would be good to invite some of these guys, the students at the New England Songwriters Retreat, James Lee Baker, Kyle Hancharick, etc., just to kind of, just share the wealth a little bit, because Paul has a lot of friends like, David Wilcox and Dan Byrne and a lot of peers and everything. But some of these,
even
some
Vance
of these
Gilbert.
Even Vance, yes.
Who's he?
he was your first husband. I mean,
first husband,
your first
yes.
wife. So yeah, no, I just thought it might be great because at this retreat, his love of music and love of teaching and love of songs, really, it's really about love of songs, is on full display at this retreat that we do. And some of these students have really drunk the Kool-Aid, the Ellis Paul Kool-Aid, and
You made that creepy.
And it's
You made it.
But thanks for including them, Matt, and thank you so much for doing this. What a fabulous idea! See, like the pandemic is just awful in almost every way. But then when you get creative and say, what are we going to do on December 30th? Then it's something beautiful where like 500 people or whatever over the course of the night get to enjoy all these awesome songs. So I'm just so glad to have seen all my friends, Rebecca and Robbie, and this was amazing. Thank you.
And we're going to leave this
Heaton
show
here.
up.
Thank you, Ann.
So if folks want to go back, rewatch, if you missed some of the 4 hours that we did today, like you ate dinner and came back, you can go check that out again. Also, if we wanted to keep a little bit of surprise, so we didn't quite list, like all the songs that folks were doing. But now that the show is done, if you want to see all the artists that performed and the songs that they did, I will be listing those over at passim.org/stream. So you can go check that out for a few more days, and I'll link everyone's pages so that you can go check out their music as well, because everyone is donating their time tonight, and
It's not just a bunch of Ellis Paul cover bands that played tonight. Believe it or not.
Yeah,
Believe it or not.
trust
Only
me.
a couple of those. Yeah.
Well, we'll see you tomorrow, Matt, for this.
Tomorrow, 9:00.
We
We've
got
got
our
the
party
real
hats.
thing. We got the party hats ready to go.
All right.
Yeah. We're
Good.
gonna be ringing it in the new year with Ellis Paul like we always do. Like, I mean,
Woo!
we talked about this. I don't know, 6 months ago, where we said like we should do it in the club no matter what, man. And it's just like, well, no, definitely not.
We will
Like, you should
see
not
you
travel.
there.
You should not travel. You should not.
We
travel
are getting
from
in
Virginia.
the car.
Gonna
We're
be there
getting in
tomorrow.
the car.
You got time. You got time to get here by 9:00
It's
tomorrow.
12 hours, whatever. Yeah.
You're fine. You're fine.
Hey, this is Ellis Paul. He drives all night.
Well, it's like
Can't shut her down when she starts.
What a
Just
pleasure.
Oh my
keeps
God, I
going.
put the party hat on and I'm just like ready to party.
Craig Aiken just commented, wait, we donated our time? Your check's in the mail, Craig. Your check is in the mail. This has been such a joy. I mean, this has been a shitty year. It's endlessly shitty and continues to be shitty and will be shitty again tomorrow and the next day and the next day. But like there have been these silver linings of being able to connect with people in new ways, in different ways, and kind of expand the reach of what we'd be able to do at the club and find new ways of reaching out to people that maybe, have come to New Year's shows before and aren't able to tune in, or that are fans of Ellis that could never make it to Cambridge for a New Year's Eve. And to find a way to be able to do this, and maybe we'd be able to keep expanding this family for years and years to come. We're so grateful for the people that are getting able to tune in and that are able to be a part of this Passim tradition for one of our longest running Passim traditions of anything that we do.
What is it? It must be 26, maybe? 27? Somewhere around
I think it's
26,
26 or 27, but non-concurrent for the first couple of years.
Yeah,
But I think
missed 1 year, I know for sure.
There was a little gap in there, but it's probably 26 or 27 years now. And
All I know is the first year that I did it, which was like 8 years ago, we were like, we think it's about 25. We're not really sure. We're going to make a poster that says that.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
You know,
Someday it'll be true.
Nobody cares.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
No one really cares.
Exactly.
No, and every single year, like for 8 years in a row, you guys have this exact same
I feel like I
conversation.
want to put out there, like, if Michael Doherty doesn't know, then no one knows.
Yeah, right. He's our last chance.
Exactly. So this has been such a pleasure. Thanks to everyone for tuning in.
Matt.
There's still over 250 people watching us talk right now.
Yeah.
So we've been the show's
They're
been
all
over for a
sleeping,
while.
but
The show's been over for a while.
No.
I know I shouldn't.
Do you want to do something? No, I don't.
No.
You know
Tomorrow,
what? Abby and I are going to do a song now, and then
Oh, yeah. Do it.
we're not. No.
Oh.
Abby's
What a
like,
tease.
nodding. No, that was a joke.
I was gonna.
Look,
No.
he's funny. I don't know if you know that.
I'm not.
Christopher Williams.
I don't know if you know that because nobody knows that. He's not really.
Christopher Williams is threatening to pick us up in Charlottesville. We'll see you guys. What's your address?
Yeah. Hey, Brian Dozer. Brian Dozer's
Dozer's
tuned in
here.
right there, and
So great. Lots of old
so
friends.
so
here.
many friends, like old friends. Linda Scherer was tuned. Like all these folks that I've known for so long have been part of this and continue to be part of this. So I gotta say, like, this has been a complete pleasure to be able to put this kind of show together for you, because I'm a big fan and I love your music, but I also love you as a person, and it means so much to me to be able to know you as a friend and be part of this whole world, getting the word out about music, about Passim, and about your music, because it has been such an important part of my life and why I even do this at all. So
Thank you, Matt.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
And you've shown that to me over and over. And I said to Laurie, I said, tonight's as important as any night of my life as a musician. It's just been incredible, really incredible to watch. So
you've reached a lot of people.
I can never thank you for that. So
you've reached a lot of people, and may it continue.
All right.
Hey,
tomorrow night.
We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Well, we'll see you in 22 hours.
Love you guys. Love everybody listening. Thank you.
Thank you for coming
old
and
friends,
listening.
new friends. And we'll see you tomorrow night.
Happy New Year.
Cheers.